So this is a top hot gacha game going on right now. You should consider playing it if you find what we're about to do interesting. I think we'll play a normal speed run of a character that I need to twist and manipulate to my needs, Maruzensky. And then I was hoping to hang out with Pond of the Mad tonight. If he's not available, we might do a couple more runs at maximum speed. But we'll stop and read the text the first time through just to make sure you understand what's going on. So we're going to start by playing the Ura finale. It's really the only thing we have the option to play right now. We want to make a Maruzensky. And I want to make a Maruzensky who has an A or better in sprint. Now this probably isn't going to give me what I want. I need to find a parent who will donate some sprint speed to her. I believe just before I sat down for dinner, I did find somebody who matches that. Let me think. It's someone who has a high compatibility with Maruzensky. So it's going to be Mihono Bourbon. All right, hold on. Oh, we want to make sure it's a guess. Yes, here we go. That's why I wasn't finding it. Okay, we want a Mihono. Okay, so the problem is we have a Mihono Bourbon over here. We're just going to choose somebody right now just to free open the Mihono Bourbon spot, because you can't have multiples of the same thing. So I believe this is the Mihono Bourbon we're looking for. Uh-oh, we might not have any borrows left. That doesn't have any sprints. That also doesn't have any sprints. That has Pace Chaser. Am I crazy? You may be right. No sprints, huh? Wait, is this just showing me the... Okay, here we go. This is the second character. All right. We're looking for sprinters over here. Late Surger, Turf, Late Surger. It's just easier to do on the phone because you can investigate easier. Okay, front runner, pace chaser. Here's 2 sprints. Okay, that'll give me a sprint. That will also give me a sprint. Which one of these is better? So this is distributed over here across 3, and this is a focused, all of them on speed. So I'm actually going to take the one that's focused all on speed. Sprint. We're going to get destroyed in the Arima Kainen, but that's okay. All right, now we need a second character. I just picked whoever, which is not a good plan. That's going to give her a medium. Stamina. We got a lot of... So this is an 8-star Oguri Cap who has... This isn't that many, but like 4 and 4. Arima Kainen, Oku. Yeah, like having races is good. And having corner recovery is also good. Hydrate's not going to be as useful because we're not going to raise this Maruzensky as a pace chaser. We'll go more into that. But what we're doing here is we're trying to make a Maruzensky who's good at something that she isn't normally good at, which is pace chaser. I'm out of daily borrows, so never mind. We're not going to do that. Never mind. We're not going to do the thing I said we were going to do. I'm going to have to do that tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be able to make a sprint character then, so we won't do Maruzensky. We could do a Daiwa Scarlet. That's like the basic starting character. You have to start as her. The other options might be Special Week or Oguri Cap. So Special Week is like the anime specific character. She's the best in Japan. And then Oguri Cap is like the best, strongest parent. I think we'll try Daiwa Scarlet. Regular speed Daiwa Scarlet. Let's see what they randomly give me here. No, I'm gonna want that Oguri cap as a parent that has like 8 stars. That's pretty solid there. Is there any chance I could get a double circle here for maximum affinity? I doubt it. Because Oguri isn't the best. We could get this. What's your deal, vodka? Probably not a very good vodka. That's a 5-star vodka. It's not the best. A lot of skills here, though. Absolutely an enormous number of skills. This is a real stinker down here, though. I don't know. A double affinity is very nice, though. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. I don't expect to get very much out of this character. I'm teaching you how to play, audience. Okay, so because we are raising a Daiwa Scarlet, we can't use a Daiwa Scarlet support card. So these are going to be characters who will show up in events that will help out Daiwa Scarlet, learn her lessons and all that. And they each have a stat that they're attached to, and they give various bonuses. We're not going to need to go into the details of most of those. This is the strongest card in the game, apparently, Kita-san Black. So we are going to prioritize her. I will need to replace her. I think we're going to go with Biko Pegasus because she's a strong sprinter. The other option would be to replace her with another intelligence type character like Brass Wonder right here. But we are in fact going to stick with Biko Pegasus. And then we're going to borrow a Super Creek. Fortunately, I found someone who's got a level 50 Super Creek. And that is the stamina, power, and sprint that we need in order to get all this done. We're going to really go hard in on sprinting. Let's give it a shot. I will remain silent during the first run of any concerts that we do. And then if we get any repeats, I'll pause it along the way and give my thoughts on both the song and the choreography. I think we'll probably only watch concerts that we're in the top 3 of, because the top 3 dancers are the ones that get the top 3 finishers get the top 3 dance spots in the concert after the fight. All right. This is Tracing Academy. Here, promising young Umamusume gather to train as racers, their hearts filled with dreams of glory found in the Twinkle series. Together with their schoolmates, they spend their days training both body and mind. And yet, not all are content with the current state of the academy. Emergency. This cannot go on. What's the matter, Director? Alright, she's reading her lines out. I'm not going to double read them. I hate this character so much. They describe her as petite in the character biography, which just lets me know that they really meant lolly. I don't know why a fucking 6-year-old is running an academy for teenagers, but Nani? Right here, you see this mark on this? You might think this is a horseshoe. You'd be wrong. This is Codex approved. She's clearly from one of the Ultramarine successor chapters. Umamusumes are taller than normal humans. They're genetically engineered to run farther, longer, faster. Clearly, these are Adeptus Astartes. I normally skip this whole part. You are a finale. The text that is written on her fan will change continuously, by the way. And thus begins the story of a new racing event, the URA Finale. Created to help all Umamusume shine, this race shall be the stage upon which you and your trainee's story unfolds. Alright, we're not going to shorten anything, we're not quick moding, we're not skipping. Just for you people who haven't played this game but are interested. Countless Umamusume have come to the Three Goddesses statue to carry on the dreams of legends past or to entrust their own to those yet to come. Let's see here. Oop. Today, those legacies spark inspiration in yet another new runner. Alright, so these are the two parents I picked, Vodka and Orguri Cap. They pass their inspiration down onto their legacy, Daiwa Scarlet. She's very dumb. Enthusiastic, but dumb. You can see that they have passed on to her some pretty decent stats. A dirt aptitude, which kind of sucks. A laser aptitude, that doesn't really matter. We're not really looking for her aptitudes to get boosted for this run. As of today, I'll be taking on the Twinkle series with Daiwa Scarlet. Daiwa Scarleto. I can barely contain my excitement as I go to tell her the good news. I've collected everyone's assignments. They're on your desk. Oh, thank you. Sorry for the trouble. I'm sure you must be busy, what with your debut coming up soon. No, it's my pleasure. Please, let me know if you need help with anything else. Whoa, check out the model student. Want to take my class shift while you're at it? These two horses, so all these characters are based on real Japanese racehorses. All their storylines are based on their actual life events at the actual race courses that they ran. And these two were real life rivals. Daiwa Scarlet and Vodka. Now, it should be noted that you can tell whether a racehorse was male or female in reality based on their ear ornamentation. Both of these have the ear ornamentation on their left ear, which means that they were a female horse in real life. Also, they wear skirts instead of shorts, which is another tell. But the ear ornamentation one is universal. It'll always be left or right, and right means it was a boy horse. Haha. Look at that scowl. So much for your goody two-shoes act. I don't know that I want to read all this. This is going to take forever. Alright, so these two obviously are arguing with each other. They're rivals. They're also roommates, by the way. I don't know that I can voice act an entirely female cast. It's just too rough for me. I'm sorry. Even if I try to put a little Transformers Optimus Prime spin on it. Not like exact, but I'm aiming for it. Yes, I'm here. So, what trainers do is not exactly foretold. It's kind of nebulous. They appear to work for the school, but they aren't teachers. They also aren't gym coaches. They seem like individual fitness personal trainers and idol managers. This is how you can tell she's got that tsundere Ojo-sama personality to her, with the turn away, the humph, the chin tilt. It's time for her to debut. Well, that's not actually true. She's got like 11 weeks before. It's really more like 22 weeks, but like half a year. We're going to get her trained up as best we can to pass her debut race. So you have to get first place in your debut race, or you'll have to wait until you get first place in any debut race. Because this game has a lot of snowballing, you really want to succeed early. If you don't, it's fine. You probably won't have a stellar, super amazing run. You'll still have a fully functional run, possibly. Unless you suck and you just keep throwing bad numbers out. But, you know, luck gets to all of us. Keep in mind that a runner's first 3 years in the Twinkle series are the most crucial. So that's what this URA finale is. It self-contains the first 3 years. You want to hit a good ending by having her reach the URA finale. That'll get you a normal ending if you manage to get that far, even if you lose. And then if you win the finale's 3 races in first place for all of them, you get a good ending. Okay, so this is the screen. If you do recreation, you can raise somebody's mood. Rest will refill this energy bar. We don't need to worry about skills yet. We can't race until the junior make debut. A turn is 2 real-life weeks. And then infirmary, if you get injured, you have to fix your injury. Although sometimes you'll have to do this 2 or even 3 times. It's quite bad. So when you go to training, you have a bunch of different options. You can see that all of these are level 1. The more times you use something, the more likely it is to go up to level 2, level 3, and become more efficient. The character attached to each of these, like this is what they're going to do this week, has a bar beneath them that tells you how close of friendship that you have with them. Every time you perform an activity at the same place as somebody else, their friendship bar goes up a little bit. If there was a red exclamation point next to any of these training areas, we know that someone there could learn a skill, and when you learn a skill from someone, there's a very high chance that you'll also get even more friendship points from them. So we're going to take a look at here. We're specifically looking for Kita-san Black. Unfortunately, these guys are distributed pretty well. We would want them to all be in the same place. The way I'm going to play this first go through here is the way I would suggest that you try things out, which is to try to hit as many characters as possible. One mechanic that we haven't seen yet is once the friendship bar reaches the kind of the end of it, it'll go from blue, and then at 3 bars, it'll become green, and after it hits green, it'll go to orange. When the bar is orange, there is a chance that if the character is in the same space as their icon, so for instance, if Kita-san is in the speed area, there would be a very high chance that she, with an orange bar, will spawn a rainbow color sign around it. If there's a rainbow sign, it means that that character will give even more of a boost than normal to the area. So let's say speed level 1 right here gives 11 and plus 6. If we were rocking all 4 of our sprint cards with rainbows, and we had level 3 or 4 speed, we could easily be looking at a plus 60 speed bonus. It would, the power bonus would not be anywhere near that high, but a plus 60 speed bonus down the way. So that's kind of what you want to do, is get access to rainbows as early as possible. And the way to do that is to play kind of the spread, and rather than pick any specific stat, you want to pick the stat that the most people are training in at once to get maximum friendship. So friendship went up with both of them by 7, which is good. A random event could happen. Oh, there's this. Never mind, we're going to skip this part. There's a very long talk about the URA finale. You know what? If you're going to start playing this game, you should absolutely read that the first time, but it is a bit on here. Oh, this is an excellent So only one of these people is going to give over their skill, but there are 3 sprinters here. We're going to get friendship with all of them, including Kita-san Black, who we specifically want to get more of. And you saw last time we had a plus 11, plus 6. We're now a plus 19, plus 10. So we want to start snowballing and get the highest stats possible to get the best point spread at the end. It'd be nice to make this Daiwa Scarlet a B+ or an A player. Fantastic. All right, so we're getting a skill from Special Week. It's Wet Conditions. That's not really that good of a skill, but getting closer to her is always a good plan. This is probably where we're going to end up as Power. Wit also has Kita-san Black, so we're going to prioritize her. And she has a red exclamation point, so we'll get a good chance that we get a skill from her and get even closer to her. I often find that Biko Pegasus, because she's not as high level as the others, it's very difficult to fully rainbow her out by the end. But she does give several good skills, which is why we're including her, even though we're unlikely to get a very good set of skills out. Oh, okay, here we go. Sorry, we're unlikely to get a good return on investment in her. All right, so 3 people are here, and Kita-san is here. Even if we went and checked the other ones, there could only be 3 people on any one spot, and since we're trying to prioritize Kita-san because she's the best, we don't even need to check the other spots. As a result, we already know this is going to be our best choice. So we're below 50%. All right, and this is a terrible event with a bad trainer who is training a really good character. She needs our help. Oh, I didn't actually want to skip that second thing. Max energy plus 4 is very good. Mood up is very good. Energy up is good. I didn't want to skip that. That was a random event from one of our cards. Let's see here. Probably we're going to have to pick speed. But this is also a very solid... I mean, these are 3 sprinters. It's hard to say no to this, including Kita-san. Even though it's in stamina, we definitely want that bad boy. Okay. Now we want to rest. Once it gets below 50%, you might notice that there's a chance of failing these. Yeah, failing is bad. So we're going to rest. See if we can get that bar filled back up. Fortunately, we didn't get struck with, I forget what it's called, night terrors or something. Oh, night owl, it sucks. All right, we're gonna go meet up with Biko Pegasus in Mayano Top Gun. This girl is a menace. She's actually the worst character, and if you like her, you're a bad person. Mayano Top Gun is a freaking weirdo. So, Biko Pegasus is a big fan of Carrot Man, who is like a Power Rangers Umamusume, except instead of colors, they're vegetables, and assumably because horses love carrots, the Carrot Ranger is like the Red Ranger. It's like the center one. It's implied that the Carrot Ranger may be another Umamusume by the name of Seeking the Pearl. But since she's not a playable character in the game yet, and I don't know if she ever will be, someone else would have to tell me about it. You can't learn more about it yet. There we go. We're talking about Carrot Ranger here.
Carrot Ranger fights to protect everyone's hopes and dreams. She's my hero. And that's why I race. I want to be a hero that inspires others to be brave too.
Yeah, Mayano Top Gun is obsessed with being... When she is your character, when she's your trainee, she's obsessed with being your wife. This little absolute, like, 6-year-old shrimp-sized menace. It's weird, and it's never not going to be weird.
If you're a derby girl, then I'll have to use my secret weapon, nutritious, virtuous carotene charge.
All right, so you'll get a lot of events like these where characters will have a conversation and do something, and then at the end of it, you'll get, I got an idea, and then they'll get a stat boost related to the conversation you just saw. Or it'll just be a stat boost for the purpose of having a stat boost. It'll have nothing to do with it. That's life. Okay, so we have 5 turns. This is a pretty solid stat line. We still want to invest. Kitasan Black. Sorry, I had to cough. Is right here. The director is also here. So when you select the director, she will give you a couple more skill points. The real key to the director is that in your final year of schooling, after the Valentine's Day event, a couple of weeks later, there will be a fan festival event, and if the director has gotten three bars into the green zone, she will raise your unique skill. We'll actually go take a look at that. 1 level. So as you can see here, we have Red Ace. We start with level 2 because I've upgraded the character. And then you get Valentine's if you have 60,000, I believe, fans by the final Valentine's. It'll go up by 1. And then immediately after that, if you have 70,000 fans and the director is level 3, you'll get another boost. And then at Christmas of the final year, you get 1 more boost. So we could conceivably get up to level 5 if we eventually have the director at green level. I'm probably not going to go out of my way to raise her, because Red Ace actually isn't that good. So Red Ace is a skill that if you're in first place, you get a speed bonus towards staying in first place. So if you aren't running at the front of the pack, you kind of have to get slingshotted up there temporarily. It's very difficult to execute correctly unless you're constantly running at the front of the pack and are already the fastest. It's kind of like an I win skill if you were already going to win. It's better than nothing, but can we push Kitasan to the orange zone? I don't think so. Maybe with the skill boost? What are you going to give us this time? Front runner straightaway is not a great skill. It's not going to give us the kind of oomph that I'm looking for. I want Swinging Maestro or something like that. Daiwa Scarlet and I are out shopping for shoes when we run into Trainer Kiryuin and Happy Meek. Alright, this is an official story event. I don't like it. I don't like anything to do with Trainer Kiryuin. She's just, like, really incompetent. So the thing is, increasing velocity on a straight will temporarily give you a speed boost, but then after a few seconds, you'll just power back down. There's no way to control when it'll trigger. If it triggers during the final straightaway, great, absolutely perfect, but you could have 2, 3, or even 4 straightaways where it'll trigger instead, and then it won't trigger again at the end of the race. So it seems like a good skill theoretically, but actually it's a trap. It's a bad skill. What we want to get is Triumphant Pulse, which makes it so that if you're not in first place and you are surrounded by opponents, you will get a speed boost and the ability to break out of the pack at the last minute. This could conceivably slingshot us into first place long enough for Red Ace to slingshot us even further away from anyone catching up. Corner Adept, not really that good. We would have to be a pace chaser for these to matter. But decreased stamina fatigue mid-race, this is basically always going to trigger, and it's never a bad idea to get stamina regain. So these are actually pretty good skills, but I don't know that we're going to run as a pace chaser. Yes, there's no reason not to. There's no reason not to as long as we have Triumphant Pulse to force us into first place. Because as noted, this character otherwise needs to be running in the front to be effective. Okay, so Kita-san is literally on the verge. We are going to do this just to push her over into the orange territory so that we can try to luck shot for rainbow sprints as soon as possible. We're going to have to rest right now.
I was not expecting this. What's up? The dish I am partial to here was suddenly removed from the menu today due to supply issues. This has disrupted my planned food intake and has left me at a loss for what to do. Formulating a new menu plan now would carry a high risk of introducing extended delays to the rest of my scheduled activities.
Oh, that was my phone. I hope there's no chaos from the fact that I just opened a second copy of this same app. Let's say, I don't remember the outcomes for this. Let's say,
why not take this chance to try something new?
all right, and we get out of it, hopefully speed or something. Energy recover is good. That means I'm not going to have to rest yet. And we did, in fact, get a rainbow with Kita-san Black, and it's 18 plus 9. So this is basically the same as when we had like 4 or 5 characters stacked up here. We get the exact same with just one person, and this is much more likely to happen and much more repeatable. So we get that boost. 2 of them run together. We cross the 200 barrier, which is going to upgrade the letter grade of our runs.
Do you two have plans? Oh, hi, hello, trainer. Me and Scarlet are just about to go to lunch. Since you're here, why don't you join us? Is that okay with you? If Spe's okay with it, then I don't mind at all.
All right, but then because she's a tsundere who's an honor student and is very conscious of her public image, she's going to threaten me because I reflect poorly on her. My sister did this kind of behavior to her boyfriends and also to family members. It's kind of on the edge of being kind of abusive. 1 hamburger steak meat mountain platter. Or 3.
So, this is what you like to eat. A giant slab of hamburger steak, a huge side of sautéed vegetables, and a mountain of rice covers the entire table. It literally is a mountain, huh?
Oh yeah, it's implied that because Umamusume are, of course, taller, stronger, they burn tons more calories than a human being. They're constantly eating.
It'd be rude not to finish it. You'd better be ready for this. We can't leave a single crumb on our plate.
So the 2 options here are wolf it down or take things nice and slow. We're actually going to wolf it down. I think this might give a speed boost based on the wording.
What a meal. I can't believe you finished before me. You must have really liked it, huh?
Don't you feel bad for this idiot over here deciding to get involved in this?
I end up with a stomachache from eating too fast, and I head back to campus, clutching my gut.
Speed did go up. Perfect, 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 perfect. That's what I want. Okay, so we're going to rest to build our energy back up. Ara. This dumbass.
One day, as I'm heading towards the school gates after school.
Alright, she's looking for a horse by the name of Smart Falcon. Or Falco, as they call her. So, as you may have already guessed, Aishin Flash likes to plan everything out, and as you may not have guessed, Smart Falcon just does whatever. You're 2 seconds late. Perfect. This is a line I would say to somebody in real life. It's like watching Adrian Monk or my father.
Which means we need to run to Oi. That way we can get good seats to watch the race. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, let's see here. We're full energy. We have good mood, so we don't need to improve. A great mood would be better. It kind of gives a stat boost, but not that much. We have 3 characters here, so we're gonna do this one. We're gonna prioritize it. All right. Marvelous. You've shown your passionate enthusiasm for training Umamusume. Okay, so the director will show up every once in a while to tell you they're improving the training facility after you've used a specific facility a certain number of times. So now we'll get more out of the stamina training.
Today's the day the students get their race times officially measured. Everyone's brimming with excitement as well as anxiety. Hey there, how was your time?
Huh. That's the tsundere attitude coming out.
That's not a surprise or anything. I am always number 1, after all. Wait, that's not what I meant to say. I mean, all that training paid off. You know, trainer, I mean, obviously, I'm perfect and all, but I guess I'm saying it wasn't all thanks to me, so... never mind. It's nothing. Just keep up the good work, okay? You better not slack off.
There it is. There's her stupid Fang, because she's so dumb. This kid is so damn dumb. Alright, we can't pick up any of these good ones. I'm gonna probably run her as a front runner until we get skills in either direction.
At last, I'm going to enter the Twinkle series. I can't wait. Let's go. My legs are itching to run. You don't need to remind me. I'll have the most spectacular debut there ever was. Everyone will wish they could copy me.
Right, so in a normal run, in the same way that I've been skipping some of the more boring dialogue, you can just skip to the end of the race. Let's talk about what we're looking at here. So Daiwa Scarlet is, did they say she's the number 1? Well, she's racing as number 4 today. And then you can see her attributes here, like her speed is rated at E because she got over the 200 barrier. F plus is over the 150 and F is over the 100 barrier. In this race, all of her aptitudes are A's, which is pretty common. Using that legacy system we saw at the beginning, you can try to push those up to S's, which gives you like a 5% boost. We're going to run her as a front runner, which means, as you can see from this diagram, she's going to run at the front of the race. Everybody else will try to catch up and pass her at the last minute. But because of her skill, if she's in the front when the final run starts, Red Ace might activate and keep her in first place as long as possible. This is an even bigger deal because there's nobody else running in the front in this race. So she's going to be out in front as long as she doesn't run out of stamina and guts. She is the #1 favorite of this race, which means that the computer thinks that she is the most likely to win. There's basically like 2 AIs. At this point, the race AI has already made a decision as to who's won. It's looked at the statistics of all the racers before it gets to the screen, and it has already determined the winner, with the exception of if you change your placement, it'll do the recalculation. That's why there was a brief pause when we switched to front. Still, there's a second AI, which looks at the general outlook of your stats, and occasionally, I guess it peers at your skills or something, and gives a pretty good estimate as to where you might end up. There are also the 3 reporter marks, so I guess this is either real horse racing or real Japanese horse racing. Back in the day, when you just got your horse racing results in the newspaper, obviously you didn't spend all your time watching horse races, and you weren't spending all your time getting horse racing news like a horse broke their leg or got a cold or something, or they've been having a really good 2 weeks running lately, or their trainer just changed feed, or their jockey died and there's a new jockey. So there would be 3 reporters who would be tasked with keeping track, and this is still done, just to be clear, even though you can now just like live stream the, I don't want to say the barn, the yard of the horses, and get interviews with the trainers and OnlyFans the horses, I guess, or some shit. I don't fucking know. People are a lot more attached in this information age, but just in case you arrive in a new area and you don't know a lot about the horses, or you've been out for a while, they'll send reporters out. There are 4 or 5 symbols, so there's a dash mark to indicate that the reporter doesn't believe this person has any shot at finishing well. And then there's black triangle, empty triangle, single circle, and double circle. So if all 3s are double circles, that means that all 3 of the reporter AIs have calculated that they believe that you are likely to finish first. The one on the left is usually a double circle. I'll be honest, maybe it's just bias, but the one on the left almost always favors me, and I think that's because it's the AI that favors having an extremely high speed. All right, so we're gonna watch this race because this is supposed to be learning. We're gonna do it in portrait, I guess. Since I play on my phone, I watch it in landscape, but if it's in portrait mode, we'll be able to see skill activations with their animation sequences. Because I don't play on the PC a lot, I don't ever see these. In fact, this is only like the 2nd or 3rd time I've done this. So this is our junior make debut. We're racing in Kyoto. We're on turf. All of our races should be on turf because dirt, we're bad at dirt racing. And it's 2,000 meters, which is either medium or mile. I think a mile is 1,200 or 1,600 meters, so it's 1,600 meters. So if it's longer than that, it's got to be medium. So it's given us an overview. Now, there's an in-between of watching these races where you can skip the first 2 cutscenes and then this whole middle of the race part, and you'll cut directly to the last spurt. So there are 4 parts of the race, and you can see them divided up here at the top. This first bar is the beginning of the race, the opening part. Then there'll be 2 parts in the middle where you'll see people start to exchange positions and maybe activate skills. And then there's the last spurt, which is the bar right here. Once the race reaches that point, everyone's going to start accelerating, using up the last of their stamina, and trying to hit maximum speed to cross the finish line. So what's happening is you can see this bar. That's just how far you are in the race. And then the numbers down here indicate the race position of people relative to each other. So as the front runner, number 4, Daiwa Scarlet, obviously out in the front here. The pace chasers are here. The late surgers are here. Oh, here we go. She's activating red ace. Perfect. That dummy activating red ace right as we hit the final stretch. She's going to start speeding up even more. She's blowing through all of her stamina to stay in first place at this point. She's absolutely dusting everybody else. I don't think there's a shot that she'll get overtaken. This woman behind her, though, is looking pretty ferocious. But Scarlet is pulling away, which is what you want to see. Highly unlikely anyone's going to catch up at this point. The camera's going to pan until you get the perfect cut right at the finish line. There's her dumb smile because Daiwa Scarlet is dumb. We're going to skip to the end. And there's her dumb smile again. All right, and now we're going to watch her concert. So in the conceit of the game and the anime and the setting, these horse people, Umamusumes, basically have to run a full-length race. And while they're preparing for the race, they also have to do idol dances to practice for every position in the dance, because who knows where you might, your position finishing the race determines where you go to be. So you have to learn all of the positions of the dance. And everyone you're racing with is also dancing with you. So it's a real no hard feelings sort of scenario. This is going to be Make Debut, which is one of the better songs and one of the better concerts. So I'm going to sit back and not talk, and we're going to have this happen. 'This is my favorite part right here. So disrespectful. You run past the people whose ass you just beat. So a couple notes. The first is, on PC, it doesn't have VSync. So there's a lot of screen tearing. The phone version of it, which you can link to the Steam version as well, doesn't have screen tearing because it's a phone. What else can I say? So the background singers will always be the same, but the three front dancers are also the three voices that you get to hear. Except that all of the second and third place people this time were background characters. They were no-named and didn't have unique outfits. So they were also still just voiced by background characters. So basically the same. But Daiwa Scarlet, her voice actor sang her part. All of the voice actors sang all three parts and the background part. And they mix it up to actually match the theoretical track of whoever has won. All right. I love that we're 50 minutes into this recording right now, which is about how long it would take to finish a regular run of this. if I was skipping literally everything and going at full speed. And instead, we've just finished the first race. I may have drastically overestimated the amount of time this is going to take. We may start speeding things up. All right. Daiwa Scarlet, her, one of her parents completed the Triple Tiara tour. So obviously you've heard of the Triple Crown in Japan. The Triple Crown is the two shows in the Japanese Derby. And then the Tiara, which is like the female horse tour, I guess, is the 3 shows, Oka Show, Shuka Show, and the Japanese Oaks, or Oka. So Daiwa Scarlet has a unique path where you have to make a choice midway through as to which way you want to follow. She gets to the middle race and she has to choose whether to complete the Tiara tour or go race in the Japanese Derby. And we are actually going to try to get the Triple Tiara because that is the more historical path. That's what actually she attempted to do. All right, but we made our debut and we got first place, which is exactly what you want. Okay, so now we have a couple of different things to do. We need to get more fans to earn a place in the Tulip Show. So we're going to do G1 races only, more or less. So we're going to run in the Henshin Turf, which we're going to schedule so that I don't accidentally skip it. And then immediately after Asahi High Futurity Stakes, aka Henshin Turf, there's always Hopeful Stakes, and you can do those back to back, no problem. And those will get you 2 G1 wins, which is very good. All right, so right here we do have 2 racers, but this will get us 2 sprints, and one of them's getting pretty close to the green zone, and we want to push them into the orange as soon as possible. Right, she's gonna up our speed training, which is fantastic. This woman's a psychopath. Just look at her stare, her uncanny valley stare. She's a weirdo. So she shows up just like the director does to support things. She works in a different way. Whereas when you choose the director, it will boost her bar and she'll give you skill points if she's present. The reporter Otanoshi will, whenever she's present, give you more of whatever stat you're doing. So if you choose power, she'll give you 2 additional power, and it goes up by like +1 for every bar of friendship you have with her. In general, I don't find that being her friend is very helpful, but there are 3 racers here, so we probably are going to push power. Super Creek, getting her up would be very nice just to start pushing rainbow status stamina. All right, Fast Learner is incredible. That was a random event. You don't get it that often. I don't know how to get this to show up on... How do you get it to show up on PC? I don't know. Maybe if I middle click? No? Alt, Control, Shift, Spacebar. Oh, here we go. You have to hold it down. Gains all kinds of tactical hints. So Fast Learner means that we're going to get more of these hints like this. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and try to pick one up here real quick from Special Week. Late Surger Savvy's terrible. Not really that good. Biko Pegasus has met with Carrot Ranger. Now, we're going to rest to refill the bar as much as we can. And then we're going to go as nuts as we can get on training. Another good run here. No reason to alter. Late Surger Corner, not good for us. Alright, our energy is back to full, which is good for us. No. We'll go here. We want to push Aishin Flash. This will get her into the orange zone, which means we'll now have 2 sprinters who are capable of rainbowing sprint. So we have some choices. We could go for a 31 point total on speed, or we can try this 28 point total and push 3 characters up. So we actually are going to do that. We're going to try to push as many characters into the rainbow zone as possible now that we can regularly hit rainbow speed. Obviously, we're going to take this one. There's so many people here. And there's a skill hint. And I think that was just pushing Aishin into the orange, maybe? I didn't quite catch who that was. We are going to take Triumphant Pulse to force a breakout, just in case we get stuck with a bunch of front runners. We have not picked up very many good skills here, but Homestretch Haste is a good one. So this one often activates. Because it increases velocity only in the last spurt, if the conditions are more restrictive, it's more likely to activate. And the conditions here are you're at the end of the race, about to win or lose. It'll give you a nice little speed boost. Now, for most people, that'd be pretty good, but because, again, with Red Ace, if you weren't in first place, you'll stay in first place. Anything that helps Daiwa Scarlet get into first place, even temporarily, will help her keep it. Alright, this is a double rainbow for, what, 49 points? I mean, on the first speed we did, it was 11 and 6. So 17 total, and now we've got almost triple that. So you can see that the power of the rainbows has compounded.
So, you think you understand the power of the rainbow? Forget about it.
It's going to let us level speed very quickly. I think we're going to do Wit here. We really should be resting, but Wit has a lower chance of failure than normal. You can see that some of these are like 9 and 7 and 8. But this Wit has a 0% chance, and it'll restore energy because you're studying rather than doing athletic activities. And it will also push Super Creek probably into the orange zone. I don't know that it actually did that, but we do have to keep pushing her along. All right, so now's the race time for Asahi High Futurity Stakes. We should handily win this. So, because I don't want to be here for like 4 hours, we are going to skip through all the ceremony and get to the end of the race. That's very interesting and fun, and really is the decider of everything. You can see we're the #1 favorite with double circles for everyone. So you do 2 skips, and then 1 more skip after people are underway, and it cuts right to the end of the race. We're in 2nd place behind Miyono Bourbon. So this is a very fast racer, and she has a bonus skill that's called Go First to the Limit. And we don't want her to use that, and she probably is. Okay, we just Triumphant Pulse. As we passed her, we activate Red Ace. So we went from 2nd to 1st, Red Ace activated. We slingshotted past her, and now we're going to keep going past her. Perfect. That is the exact use case for getting Triumphant Pulse on Daiwa Scarlet. Fantastic. Look at her dumb smile. There we go. Spin. So there's 2 animations for all the characters for first place, and then for like finishing well, and then sucking. If this isn't Make Debut, we'll watch it. All right. Endless Dream. Not exactly a great song, but not the worst, so... I think that's Ines Fujin on the right here, so we finally got 3 real racers. Yeah, I mean, it was a song. There was a dance. It was okay. I have no notes to share on this in particular. All right. So Etsuko can show up at the end of the race from time to time and give you 500 bonus fans or something like that, raise your mood, and give you a bunch of skill points. But this is a big one. She gave us a skill hint for right-handed. Now, this means you get an increase in performance on right-handed tracks. Almost all tracks are right-handed. But we are going to take home stretch haste as a priority because we're Daiwa Scarlet. For most people, I would take the right-handed, and there's actually 2 levels of this. You'll increase it to level 1 and then 2 to close it out. But for Daiwa Scarlet specifically, we need her to rocket into first place if she's not. So we're now going to run Hopeful Stakes back to back. You can do 2 races with no problem. Once you start doing more than that, you get an increasingly high chance that your racer will get injured in the process. You can see we're still the #1 favorite with 3 double circles here. We are going to skip all the frou-frou and fuss and cut directly to the last spurt. Took almost 50 minutes to do the first race, and now here we are in the 3rd race, about 6 minutes later. Bad start, not great, but we are in first place. No real named characters behind her, and this is a huge gap. Absolutely massive. That's Goldship in there, though, and she's a fucking problem. Goldship is about to activate like the Winter Soldier and try to catch up. Now, she may be stuck in the pack. I can't tell because, of course, the camera changed. Oh, my God. Goldship managed to run all the way up into, like, 3rd or 4th place. She's a menace. So, Goldship activates quite late in the race, but all of her skills are set to activate late in the race and make her quite powerful. Let's see here. All right, 27,000 fans. That's on the stream again. We're not going to watch it a second time. You did it, Scarlet. Sorry.
You did it, Scarlet. You're #1.
All right, so this is the New Year's thing. There's 3 answers to the question. However, you've seen the circle of how doing a activity raises the chance that that activity will evolve and makes it so that you have more chances to get skill ups with a character, right? You want to get that character's relationship bar up as much as possible. So 2 of these options will give you skill points and more stats for your character, and those are fine, I guess. But the more time you spend performing activities with other people and the less time you spend resting, I think is the best use of your time. So we're going to say you can't skip on rest. It should give us some energy, not enough to skip resting here. We are still going to rest normally, but, you know, anything that pushes the bar past 50% is going to be good. See if there's any more races we want to do. So this is the goal race, is the Tulip Show, and then Oka Show. We don't want to interrupt that run, and then we can do NHK Mile as a G1 on our way up. Let's see what we got here. We have 1 Biko Pegasus. This is a solid pick right here. We're going to push Super Creek and maybe El Condor Pasta. Yep, we got them both. They are now both in range to Rainbow. Okay, so this is another one of those things. If you choose up here, you'll lose 5 stamina, but you'll get 5 speed or guts or something like that. This one, I think, is speed. And then down here, running is about quality as much as quantity. That'll rest you and gain your energy back a very small amount instead. So for here, we're going to choose original flavor so that we get stats out of it. We got energy. So we can pick a double rainbow speed or just Super Creek stamina. And actually, we're going to take this because this is 49 points and this is just 30. And we're looking for an extremely good point spread. We are going to have to start raising our stamina at some point. But for now, I think we want to hyper accelerate our speed. Concentrate on that as much as possible. Get a skill hit from Super Creek is kind of good. Or we can try to push Special Week over. I think we are going to take... will this put us... So this will be 399, right? That's not enough to push us a grade up. It won't push us from D to C. D plus to C. I don't think... Oh, Guts will. If we choose Guts, it will push it up from an F plus to a D. Or an E, sorry. An E. And that's fine. We want to increase our Guts. So I haven't really showed you the predictor that lets you know how good your stats are for a race. We'll take a look at that right now. So we've been doing a lot of speed boosting, so no surprise here. Speed is a double circle. Stamina, we haven't really boosted that much, but we've got a ton of stamina from our legacies. Power is quite high because whenever you raise speed, you also raise power a little bit. And then Guts and Wits are passable. They're good. And based on this spread here, I think it would be difficult to say we're not going to come out as number one, with the exception of you could always get caught in a pack and not have enough power to break out of it. You can just get bad luck. Your Guts being low isn't that terrible. Your Wit being low means your special skills aren't going to activate as much, and that is not great. But in general, if your speed and stamina and power are not high enough, there's no shot you're going to win the race. If you don't have enough stamina, you won't start accelerating at the end until very late, because your character will do a calculation and say, okay, I know how much stamina I have and I know how much it takes for me to burst, and they'll start their burst only when they'll run out at the end. So if your stamina is too low, they won't start their burst until very late, and they'll never accelerate to full speed and pass people. Yeah, we'll watch this one again. The Tulip Show. But we will skip to... Well, we'll watch the opening ceremony for this one, because this is a pretty highly rated race. The G2. So G1 is like the big official races. This is like the secondary league. It's the junior division, but it's still pretty good. Prestigious. Alright, now we're going to skip ahead. We'll watch this as long as we're here. I think that was Marozensky. Yep, there we go. Marozensky's the third favorite. Second favorite is Vodka. I do want to mention, this is a very handsome hair design here. You can imagine a horse actually having that design. It's pretty good. Alright, so as soon as the race starts, we're going to see if we get any false starts or anything. Right-handed activated, because this course is we're running to the right, and we're going to skip to the last spurt here. We're in first place. I think that's Sakura Bakshin-O starting to make a move on us. That might be Nishino Flower, I'm not sure. There's a whole host of people pretty close to us. We really need to activate Red Ace to stay ahead of this. We're also going uphill, which is going to drain more Guts and stamina. We are widening the league, so no problem. We never activated Red Ace and still handily won. We also didn't activate Homestretch, which is a little unusual, but there you go. Hey, Slight Quills, I'm deep into the numbers. Yes. I'm playing the ponies. Look at her dumb face with her dumb flesh fang there. Alright. This is Make Debut again. I actually like Make Debut as a song, but I'm not gonna not going to watch it again for like the second or third time today. It's not bad, but... Okay, so next up, we're going for Okasho. This is the second of the 3 tiara races. We do want to get a first place victory here, so we now have one of the 3 tiaras. Basically the same as having one of the 3 triple crowns. So we're going to turn off skip here. Alright, so those are the 2 people who were the parents. We're going to let her run, catch up to them, and then the goddesses will bless us with more stats. Okay, stamina, wit, speed 3, power 3, speed 2. So 35, 13, 22, 13. So that's 26 plus 22 is going to be 48 plus 35 is going to be 3. Carry the 1. Did I say 48? It's going to end up... Oh my god, I've completely lost... I started doing math in my head and then I stopped. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to use a calculator. It's 83. Wow. I knew it ended in a 3 at least. I just completely brain farted.
What the? Am I back? I was surrounded by light. It felt so warm. Now I feel like I'm overflowing with energy.
Alright, we're going to give her another right-handed. So this is the second right-handed boost. So she gets a huge performance increase as long as she's running to the right. And this is a race to the right. You can also see it's in the spring, it is on firm terrain, and it is currently sunny. And you can get all of those as boosts.
We saw sparks fly between Vodka and Daiwa Scarlet during the Tulip Show, and it might well happen again today. There will be a showdown between the 2 rising stars of the Tiara Tour. It's a race you won't want to miss. Of course not. If anything, I'm excited. Once I win this race, I'll be that much closer to the top. Not to mention, she's running in this race too. Vodka, obviously. Just to be clear though, I don't care about her at all. The first tiara has my name on it. I'm going to be number 1. Well then, time to take the throne.
Alright, we are still number 1 favorite, but we're only 2 double circles with 1 single circle. One of my stats has fallen behind, and it's guts. And I'm not going to raise it that much, honestly. Alright, Nishino Flowers here. She's a pain in the ass. Anybody else that's a real problem? Taiki Shuttle, also a pain in the ass. Sakura Bakshin. This race is a little long for her. I'm not worried about it. Grass Wonder is a threat.
This is a G1 race. That means we're at the top.
Look at that. Super pink. I agree with you, Slyquills. The lore in this game is extremely deep. It's crazy. And this is probably one of the most lore-relevant races. I'm sorry, lore-relevant characters whose races follow real life. Alright, so Taiki Shuttle, a threat. Vodka, also a threat. No, the Pink Pony Club's not real. Stop talking about it.
The undefeated junior champion, Daiwa Scarlet.
Alright, after we see if there's a false start, right-handed activated, perfect. We're still in first place. Vodka, Agnes Tachyon's coming up. Nishino Flower, a threat. We see Vodka's there. In the background, King Halo is also coming up. Sakura Bakushin directly behind us. We really got to start accelerating at some point here. If somebody passes... Oh, nobody's going to pass this home stretch. Haste is activated. Nishino Flower is about to go ape shit. But I think it's done for them. I think we're easily going to slide into first place. Didn't even need Red Ace. Didn't even need Triumphant Pulse. Nishino Flower is a damn menace. She's the one whose dress looks like a flower when she's running directly towards you. Vodka in second place. So we have 2 of the tiara crowns. All right, I'm not going to make fun of her for doing her extremely extra clockwise twirl this time. She's doing really well this time with successes. All right, we're going to watch Brilliant Fantasia. I actually don't remember this one offhand, so... All right, that's Nishino Flower on the right and Vodka on the left. I gotta say again, very impressed with Vodka's hair. Looks like a real horse. There's a lot about idol culture that I hate. Some of the dances aren't bad. There are plenty of moves that are weird and look strange, but...
Just listen to those cheers. They're all looking at me. So, this is what it's like to be the #1 racer in the classics. This is how things should be. I won't give this spot up. Not to anyone. Naturally, I'll get first place again and again. I'll win every race there is and prove that I'm the #1. Umamusume. Time to continue my tiara tour. Next up is the Japanese Oaks.
So the higher you place in this race, the better stats you get in the end. This is how snowballing works. Yep. Another one of these dumb Euro finale events. It's not good, featuring Kiryuin. It's so funny because Happy Meek is like incredibly strong, and she has been thoroughly mismanaged. I guess Kiryuin is supposed to be a warning sign of being a bad trainer. Okay. So we can get a 1 rainbow 37 stat boost. We can chase Biko Pegasus. At this point, it's really unlikely we'll ever get a rainbow out of Biko Pegasus because we're slightly less than halfway through the game. We can chase for this to try to boost special weak up, and it'll boost our wits up to an E+, because we'll go past the 250 line. We also get some energy back. Not really that big a deal. El Condor Positive is Hawkeye, which is not really that good for this character.
The first G1 race of the Tiara Tour is over. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and Daiwa Scarlet is probably the most exhausted she's ever been. That being the case, I decide to give her the day off, or that was the plan anyway.
Scarlet and Vodka are racing each other on their day off.
I won. That makes 8 out of 13. Alrighty, time to head back. No point in wearing myself out here. Hey, come back here. You can't just leave while you're ahead. Trainer. Huh. I'm not even that tired. Honestly, I'm fine. I was just doing some solo training this morning when she asked me to run with her. Oh, crud. I walk her back to the dorm to make sure she doesn't do any more training in secret.
This is actually a recurring plot line for all the characters where they're like, ooh, I think I should train in secret. And the trainer goes, no, I'm a professional. I literally got a license to do this. Stop training in secret, idiot. I know you better than you know yourself. And perfect. A great follow-up to what I just said.
You're acting like a real helicopter parent, you know?
Hold on. I'm going to go get some water. This voice is tearing my throat up. Sorry about that break, folks. Quills, I'd say Sparks. Events will come and go, but Sparks are literally forever.
Oh, is that? You're really planning to go for it. That's why I'm here. Please give me some advice. Well. I never thought I'd see Vodka bow like that to anyone. Let it go, let alone Brian. She's getting advice from a veteran, huh?
Didn't I tell you to rest?
Fine. You've made your point. I wonder if Air Groove is back yet. Daiwa Scarlet speeds off towards her dorm with suspicious enthusiasm. The next day, everyone's abuzz with the shock news about the Japanese Oak, the second race of the Triple Tiara. Vodka isn't entering the Japanese Oaks. She's running in the Derby instead. So this is the split that I mentioned earlier. So Vodka will leave to go to the Japanese Oaks. I'm sorry, to the Derby. She does this in her own storyline. Absolutely a pain in the ass. Vodka just switches between races and different career tracks constantly. And then it's like, you know what? I want to race overseas and shit. And it's just a fucking nightmare managing her because in the first time you run, you don't know she's going to do all this switching around and the number of weeks you have to train her changes. And we are not going to follow Vodka. We're going to try to complete the Triple Tiara. We're going to go for historical accuracy. Excuse me. No way. She's dropping out of the Tiara Tour? What happened to beating me? I can't believe it. She's actually running from our contest. All that talk about being cool. She just up and changes her tour just like that. That's so far from cool. But look, she doesn't seem like she's mad. She's sad. This is her roommate, her rival. She doesn't understand what's going on. Good grief. All that energy I built up. All for nothing. Scarleto.
Ara? Arara?
Huh. Where am I? Oh, I guess I must have collapsed back there.
This is Air Groove. They call her the Empress. I believe she's a triple tiara winner herself. She's one of the strongest. The strongest of history versus the strongest of today. Precisely. You've been sneaking out of the dorm to train again, haven't you? Air Groove? You should thank your lucky stars that there were people around. Can you imagine if you had collapsed all by yourself? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. As for you, trainer, you must keep a cool head at all times. Panicking like you did back there won't help Scarlet any. Her future is in your hands. That's not exactly what she said, but it says her future in your hands, but that I don't think is proper sentence structure.
And you do best to remember that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've taken the liberty of calling your roommate to collect you. My roommate? You can't mean... It's me, Vodka. What did you go and faint for? You're not setting a very good standard, Miss Model Student.
Huh.
Besides, you're the one being lame.
Yep, this is exactly what you want. Two roommates arguing with each other right before they have to go to sleep.
You gave up on the Tiara Tour, right? You figured you couldn't get to first place with me in the running. In fact, I'll just say it. You quit halfway through like a coward.
All right, well, now she's smiling. She wants this fight to happen.
Like hell I did. I'm running the derby to break through to a whole nother level of cool. I'm no coward. You just don't have a clue. Besides, that's pretty rich coming from you. Aren't you the one who keeps going on about being number one without even knowing what that means? Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? Exactly. You tell me. What does being number one even look like? Is it just taking first place? Then you should just run in races you know you can win, right? Don't make me laugh. That's not what being number one means. Then what does it mean? Do you even know? Vodka used philosophy. Daiwa Scarlet was confused. It's super effective. That's... See, you don't even have an answer. I used the Socratic method on you, loser. Your number one is meaningless. Just empty words. You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck. You're wrong. You're wrong. My dream is nothing like that. But in the end, Daiwa Scarlet can't find the words to refute Vodka. Biting her lip, she ponders what it means to be number one, and then went back to the room she shares with Vodka and went to sleep. It wasn't that awkward.
All right, let's see here. We got, did we just race? We might do a triple race here. I'm not sure. All right, we're doing the mile cup, which is good because our stats are pretty well suited for a mile. So one reason why we're doing extra races, it takes away from us getting stats because we're not getting stats that time around. But when you get to the end and you have the legacy thing, like over here, every additional G1 race that you have won gives you an increased chance of having that race show up in your sparks. So like the Arima Kainen is a race, and that shows up in Oguri Caps because I raced her in the Arima Kainen and a bunch of other races, obviously. But she raced in the Arima Kainen and she got lucky and she got it here. So there's a strong chance, well, not that strong on a 1-star, that when those inspirations from the goddesses come, not only will she get the stats from stamina boost, but she'll also have a chance to activate Arima Kainen to give more guts and then give a skill hint for Nakayama Racecourse, which is actually not that good. But the more guts is good. And so you could see people who've gotten lucky and have like 4, 5, or 6 of these at like 1, 2, or 3 stars and have a pretty good chance to activate. The other thing it does is that for every G1 that you have gotten first place in, every G1 race you get first place in, it raises the compatibility that you can have when you get these 2 racehorses. So when you're raising a new trainee, if their parents both had tons of G1 wins and their parents, the grandparents, also had a ton of G1 wins, there's a much higher chance that you're going to get a really high compatibility rating between them. All right, so we're going to run this. We're going to skip to the exciting part, of course. Well, Quills, I'm sorry to hear that you didn't get any speed supports landing. I would, I guess that's very bad luck. I would check to make sure that you're using high-level speed supports, I guess. All right, we're in first place. We're not running right. We're running left, so that didn't activate. I think I saw... who the hell is that? Okay, King Halo's trying to sneak up. There we go. Sakura Bakushin O is sneaking over the right shoulder. Nishino Flowers here as well. They're just kind of back. I think we've got this, but Nishino Flower has insane bursts, so... All right, we're doing it. And just to mock them, Homestruck Haste activated less than a second before the end, but we're pulling way out in front of people. That's not going to continue. The pack is going to get closer and closer to keeping up with us, or some people might even be in first place past us as we get further along. Oh, no, I forgot to watch the concert. All right, well, that was my mistake. I got too locked in while talking. Yes, I'm number 1, the fastest, the strongest, the true number 1. You better have been watching me take the number 1 spot. Well, as long as you understand, make sure you burn the image of my victory into your mind. Heh, I'll be number 1 next time too, no matter what. All right, she got a bunch of skill points.
Ohayo.
Well, good morning, you two. You're both up early. That's the rising stars of the Rito dorm for you. Well, I suppose I can hardly blame either of you for being on edge. The spring classic seasons is just about to wrap up. Do make sure to give it your all, won't you? I'm glad to hear it. Now then, everyone around the table, we have a wonderful breakfast waiting for. Sorry, but I need to go train. Daiwa Scarlet starts training for the day. The sky is clear and I feel great. Wow, what a wonderful day to train. I'm going to go for another lap. Blah, 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 blah. Obviously, the two of them are... legendary rivals. Yes, the spirituality they're running reflects their heart. Huh? Was that Fuji with you just now? Did she need something? Heh. What does that matter? We've been fighting on and off since we started sharing a room. It's not like today was anything special or anything. Just business as usual. Yeah, that's right. It's not important. She can do or say whatever she likes, but it's got nothing to do with me. I'm nothing like her. I'm going to win the Tiara Tour and become number 1. Huh. That's got nothing to do with you either. Now, hurry up and get ready to record my time. I'm planning to break my record today. Despite her grandiosity, Scarlet's form is more rigid than ever. And Umamusume's running reflects the innermost workings of her heart. No truer words have ever been spoken. Should we continue the Tiara tour with the Japanese Oaks? Or should we choose another path? As her trainer, it's my responsibility to choose what's best for her, and that is the Japanese Oaks, obviously. We're gonna get that triple tiara. I decide to prepare for the Japanese Oaks. This girl is choosing her own path. Don't chase after vodka, she's a loser.
I don't know that there's any skills that I want right now. Kind of in an unenviable position of not really having that many good skills left to pick. All right, Japanese Oaks. We're probably quite bad on guts here. Yeah, it's as low as you can get without it being bad. Everywhere else, though, we're really good. I think it's fair to say we're probably going to win this one.
Today's the day, folks. It's the second race of the Tiara Tour. Which Umamusume will step up as today's heroine? Let's see their glory blossom on the track. This year's Tiara Tour has been dramatic, to say the least. The powerhouse Vodka has left the tour. Is she taking the limelight with her, or will a new star rise in her absence? I've entered the Japanese Oaks, just like we planned.
Hold on, I need to get another drink of water.
Then, they'll all see what I'm made of. Huh. As if I'll run, just like I always do. Even if she's not here to see it.
We got 3 doubles and number 1 favorite. And we're also the only front runner. Seems pretty likely we'll win. We'll watch the intro and then do a skip. Let's see who's present is here. Not a lot of big names. Tokai Teo is a problem. Grass Wonder is also a problem, but not as big as Tokai Teo. Nishino Flower is scary as fuck. So this is 2,400 meters. It's definitely a little bit longer than we normally race. Tokai Teo is a little mischievous trickster. She's actually kind of a shitlord. She's definitely a Nepo baby hire. The problem is that she's also good. Alright, we're skipping to the end. First place starting. We're way out in front according to the leaderboard. We have to go up a hill, which is going to slow us down a little bit, but we are picking up speed. I don't see anybody recognizable closing the gap there. Grass Wonder is in 3rd place. I don't think anybody can cut it. Yeah, they're all just absolutely getting wrecked. 4 lengths is that's a good lead. Oh, wow, the disrespect of activating homestretch ace at the last minute. You little shit and your dumb smile. Alright, let's make sure to watch the concert if it's unique. Yeah, you can do your little spin, that's fine. You did good today. You get the premium grass back at the barn. Wow, Tokai Teo didn't move. Oh, they finished in top 5, so alright. Rather than the top 3, the top 5 seems to be what's significant in this game. Alright, Brilliant Fantasia, we've already seen it. Cool.
Now, that's the power of a true queen. Of course it is. I am the #1 Umamusume, you know. I was never going to lose. I did it. I'm #1. I should be thrilled.
I wanted to see her race against Vodka. Right? Oh, really wanting them to battle it out.
But how can I not? I should be happy about making it to number 1, but I just feel unsatisfied.
Daiwa Scarlet is crowned the Queen of the Oaks. However, the race only affirms her sense that she's missing something. It might be time for her to finally confront her rival. So if we get the third first place victory, we will be the Triple Tiara winner. So you can, because you only have to place in the top 3, you can get in second or third place, not get the Triple Tiara, and still advance, but we don't want that. We want the Triple Tiara.
Daiwa Scarlet gazes pensively off in the distance. Huh? What the heck? Don't startle me like that. So, it's time to train already, is it? No problem. I'm ready whenever. Alright. Maybe I misspoke. What I meant was, I thought we were going to watch a race today. Where did that remote get to? Fine. I'll do it myself.
All eyes are on the talented athletes in this year's Japanese Derby.
I just don't get it. What does she even mean by cool? If that's her goal, she could at least be consistent. She entered the Oka show, then totally reversed course and changed tours. She quit like a coward midway. Is that supposed to be cool? It seems pretty lame to me. And yet... Huh? That's what I'd like to know. I don't have a clue. Pardon? Now, just hold on there, trainer. Where do you think you're going?
I'm going to take a sip of water, obviously. It's been a long time since I've seen someone switch tours. Years at least. I really want to see Vodka take the usual tour route and run Japanese Oaks like Scarlet. She really could have taken the Queen's throne.
Nah, that would have been too cliche. This is way more interesting.
Not to me. It just feels like she ran away from the tiara. But I got tickets to the Derby for no apparent reason, even though I like the tiara. My background chatter isn't very convincing.
It seems like not everybody's happy with what she's done.
The leading pack has passed the big tree, and they're on to the final stretch. Who will push ahead for the lead? And it's Vodka. Vodka's broken through the pack, but it looks like she's struggling. She can't quite overtake the front. See what I tell you. She should have gone for the Japanese Oaks, not the Derby.
Skeptical murmurs rise from the crowd, but Vodka keeps on running. With her head held high and her eyes focused forward, she brushes off their concerns, never straying from her path. What the heck? What are you doing? Are you really going to lose now? Show them why you're here. Pull yourself together and run like I know you can. Show them you weren't just running away from me.
Hold on, Vodka's making a break for it. She's done it. She's used her sprinting skills to break through. The winner of the Japanese Derby is Vodka. She powered past the others and made it to the finish line. And the results are official. See, wasn't she amazing? You're right, in my heart was racing. She was the coolest. I'll never forget this race for the rest of my life.
A race the crowds will never forget. Metal Gear. You're that ninja. Ah, kept you waiting, huh? Vodka ran the Derby, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. But why can't I get it out of my head? Why can't I forget the moment she became number one? Huh. Cool? What does that even mean? It's just some nonsense she keeps spouting. It doesn't mean anything tangible, so why? Trainer, I can't stand this. I need to beat her. She took away my number one title. I need to take it back. A brilliant flame burns in Daiwa Scarlet's eyes. She's still not really able to see where this quest for number one will take her, but I think we found a big clue. Next up is Shukasho, the last race of the Triple Tiara. I'm at the point now where I could have completed 2 full playthroughs at skip speed here, but I'm doing this for you, audience, to try to brainwash you into liking this game. All right, so this is Tazuna telling us that the classic year, aka second year, summer school program is about to come up. So we're going to want our energy bar to be as high as possible, because while you're at summer camp, all of the training is set to 5. So it's basically near max. And you can either use it to make a stat that you're really good at a hell of a lot better, or catch up on stats that you aren't very good at. Obviously, we've planned to have a bunch of rainbows, so we're going to use the power of the rainbows. Now, if we have a full energy bar, you can typically do two stats, then do wits to boost the bar back up a little bit, and then do a third stat, and you'll be nearly completely drained. Okay, but we want to run the Takarazuka Kainen, which means that we have to rest this round. So there is a possibility of doing that, but no, not for that. We want to get this a full bar. Then we're going to race. We're still good on guts. Daiwa Scarlet. We got 2 double circles and a single circle. We're still the number 1 favorite. And she's in a great mood, which is why she's doing her little clockwise spin. Like a nerd. Seiun Sky should be a problem, but isn't even rated here. Vodka is a problem. She's kind of an issue. Narita Taishin, also an issue. Super Creek, maybe. Oguri Cap, definitely going to be challenging me towards the end. So, Triumphant Pulse is her skill. Because Oguri Cap is one of her parents, she's inherited her skill. So there's a pretty fair chance that Oguri Cap will use it against us and try to overtake us at the end. Seiun Sky is surprisingly close to us. Probably one of the biggest competitors. Here's Agnes Tachyon coming in from the outside, and Super Creek way beyond that. Oguri Cap is stuck, unfortunately. It looks like she's in the pack and can't power through, even if she Triumphant Pulses. Not likely. Strangely, Hishi Amazon coming out there. We have hit Homestyle Haste, though, so Homestretch Haste. No chance any of them were going to catch up. Another good race. We're way out in front. Ichiban! Okay. We've used the power of Legacy to set ourselves up for this situation, though. Special Record is a new one we haven't done in this run, so I'll be quiet and let you listen to this wonderful concert. Ooh, wait, I didn't see who's in second and third. Oh, we even have a 4th place runner this time.
It should be noted that Agnes Tachyon is one of Daiwa Scarlet's actual parents. That's the one in the lab coat. She's not cool. She's an absolute sociopath. They address it in game that she has zero sense of morality as a scientist and constantly experiments on people without their permission. They try to play it off like it's cute, but it's actually a problem.
Yes, I'm number one, the fastest, the strongest, the true number one. I am the one who is bigger than the boss, the big boss. You better have been watching me take the number one spot. Well, as long as you understand, make sure you burn the image of my victory into your mind. I'll be number one next time too, no matter what.
All right, it's summertime, baby. Yep. She wants to be the first out. Into the training room. So here we go. We do have a rainbow speed, so we're just gonna go ahead and boost that. For 28 plus 14 is equal to 42? Pretty good for a single character. We're gonna get a second in here. 38 plus 19. This is a huge boost, and we'll shoot stamina up into the D range. And there's a fair chance that we may get special week into the orange zone. So close. All right, we have to take a wits break now to build up energy, because the chance of failure is way too high. Fantastic. All right, and then after the third activity, there's normally a cutaway scene here. We're gonna skip past this part because, again, we're about 2 hours in, and I don't want to be here for like 4 hours. It's fine if you want to do this on your first playthrough, but... All right, so we have an 18% chance of failure. This will give us special week, and I think that's what we want, really. I'm gonna risk it. It's basically slightly less than a 1.1/5 chance. If it was successful, it would have made a noise if we failed. Good. Special week is now in the rainbow zone. We're gonna have to rest 1, maybe 2 times. All right, we're going back to full skip time. And our next... This is an El Condor Pasa specific event where their bird shows up. They have a condor that they brought to school with them that just goes around doing condor things in the background. It's a real problem. All right, we're gonna have 1 turn to make a move here. We need to ensure victory in the Shukusho. I mean, this is pretty solid. I could go ahead and try to push Guts or Wits up to E+ or D level, but I mean, this is a 69-point double rainbow. Almost everybody's involved here. Let's do it. Let's let the need for speed. And that might have pushed the director up to 3 green bars, which is something I haven't really been keeping track of, but I should be. I don't really have any skills I need. There is a strategy where you keep the Daiwa rocket on killer tunes. I guess we can try it. I've never used it before, but I'll do it just for this run. I think it's called the Daiska rocket or something like that. The game thinks I should be upping Guts, and in some ways they're right, but also they're wrong. We need to hit first place in this to get the triple tiara. Otherwise, we just have a double tiara. We are 3 double circles and a number 1 rating here. A lot of front runners. 3 front runners and a lot of pace chasers. Gonna be a close race at the end there. So Nishino Flower, but she's pretty low rated. Probably not an issue. Symboli Rudolph is strong as fuck. Silent Suzuka could be an issue, but isn't that highly rated. I would say Symboli Rudolph, probably one of the biggest issues. Vodka is 3 circles and number 2 rated. So she's come back to specifically do this race and be a pain in the ass. Air Groove is also here and is pretty strong. I would say it's probably going to come down to a 3-way between us, Vodka, and Symboli Rudolph. With Symboli Rudolph just appearing out of nowhere like a fucking freight train. That's a pretty good animation of some oaks going past. Not bad. Chuka show. Bam, 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 bam. Who will be the one to bloom at today's Shuka show? Is it Symboli Rudolph, who's fucking scary? Is it Vodka, who's a pain in the ass? Unfortunately, Vodka's ability triggers whenever she's near rivals, and we're one of her rivals, so not great. Alright, Silent Suzuka is ahead of us. That's an issue. We need to accelerate past her. We did. Red Ace kicks in. That's been a while since we've seen this one. All right, now we need home stretch. Home stretch kicks in. We're pulling away from that. Oh, yep. We see Symboli Rudolph's trying to catch up. Vodka's there as well. Air Groove. We're leaving Silent Suzuka behind. Easy first place. That was a small group, though. Everybody crossed the finish line pretty quick. Daiwa Scarlet wins the Triple Crown. Triple trailer, actually. Second place is Vodka. Do your dumb spin, dummy. Not bad. When I saw this generation of racers, I thought that they didn't make them like they used to. But you've impressed me, kid. Oh, I actually didn't want to skip all that. I forgot to turn off skip. Anyway, Vodka wants to face down at another race called the Queen Elizabeth II Cup. And I think it's like next. Yep, it's next. Ichiban number 1. That's Japanese for number 1. Have we finally exceeded the guts level? No. I can't believe it. This is the worst. How am I supposed to calm down? Look. It's a cool fall day, and the participants are lining up to compete for the Queen's throne. Unfortunately, word has come through that Vodka has dropped out due to health concerns. Who will be crowned the Queen this year? Oh, for real? No way. Just when I was finally going to watch Vodka race in person, she was the favorite too. Oh. What was all that talk about how she was going to be waiting for me at the Queen's Cup then? She's not even at the race course. This is so frustrating. But the worst of it is them. The audience, it's like all they can think about is how Vodka isn't here. Even though they have me. Well, fine. Fine. I'll show them who they should be keeping their eyes on. I'll run a race so spectacular, it'll totally wipe Vodka from their minds. I mean, that'd be difficult for me to do. My doctor cleared me to start drinking again, so I've been thinking about vodka a lot. Oh, what a joke. What a joke. That's your 2 hours in joke. I'm not gonna let someone who's not even on the track get center stage. I'm the number 1 racer here, Ichiban. Everything she wanted out of this race is mine for the taking. I'll be the Queen of Elizabeth, the Queen Elizabeth II Cup. I think when this game first came out in the Asian market, Queen Elizabeth II was still alive. But of course, the cup that was named after her has been in circulation for decades. Some of these storylines are for horses that are long dead. Okay, let's take a look. Oguri Cap is a problem, and she's the number 2 favorite here. Biwa Hayahide exists. Nice Nature is a pain in the ass, specifically because she's one of the few people who has debuffing skills. And I guess Meijiro Ryan, I don't often get beaten by her, but she is strong. I'm gonna go ahead and just say that Oguri Cap is probably the one we need to keep an eye on. All right, the Japanese flag and the Union Jack are up at the race course. Here we go. We're in first place here, moving into the 4th quarterfinal stretch. Fujin and Hishi Amazon trying to catch up with us. We're an enormous distance ahead of them. And we hit home stretch ace. It's done. Look at her hair tails whipping around like crazy. What I love is that all of their outfits that are so fucking huge, it's obvious that this world doesn't exist with drag in the same way that ours does. I mean, Nishino Flower is literally a tiny little shrimpy child, like literally the smallest racer, and her dress is enormous to look like a gigantic bumblebee style flower. The dress probably weighs as much as she... Oh no, I forgot to watch the concert. No, fuck.
Damn it. My reflexes. How was that?
Scarlet, over here.
All right, I'll give you my most charming smile. As they should be. Who else deserves this kind of attention? I just want to say, by the way, some runs you'll do and you'll just start losing at some point and then hitting 2nd and 3rd place constantly. I'm really glad that I'm hitting 1st place on all of these races. This isn't normal. I should be getting 2nd and 3rd occasionally. So it's great to be getting lucky while I'm being recorded. Next up is my concert, although I'm still wiped. I guess that's true. I did steal the spotlight today. Not bad, Big Spoon. I see you've noticed that I'm Ichiban, the number 1 position. But remember, it'll take a lot more to satisfy me. When I say I'm going to be number 1, I'm aiming far higher than this.
Than the Triple Crown. Literally the crowning achievement. The Triple Crown and the champion of the Queen of England. Ah, delicious sip of water. If I'm not able to talk tomorrow, I'll know why.
When the fall ends, winter passes. Winter is coming. And I go from the classics to my senior year. My feelings will never change. And the Osaka High next spring, the first medium-length senior G1 race, I will outshine everyone. Well, it's easier said than done, but I will make my dreams a reality. Speaking of which, did you record my performance today? I want to analyze it as soon as we get back. Damn, the model student's on a whole nother level, huh?
It's Vodka again, and her cool hair design.
Vodka, why are you here? Shouldn't you be resting? I'm not supposed to race, sure, but I am allowed to go outside. Anyways, there's something I want to say. It's about the way you ran today. What about it? Man, it was a mess. You were all like, huff puff. I can't go on. Excuse me? I was not. You're imagining things.
Daiwa Scarlet, pardon me, but the concert's just about ready to start.
Oh, right. I'm on my way. Hurry up and clear out. This is my waiting room, you know? Yeah, I hear you, loud and clear. What am I doing? I came all this way and I couldn't even say it. Man, I'm lame. I'm not doing Solid Snake. I'm doing David Hayter. Crap. Have you been here the whole time? Damn it. I'm out of here, and you better not tell her what I said. Vodka rushes out of the room. I decide to keep what she said a secret. These two girls, who are roommates and best friends and rivals, are frustratingly stupid. Didn't you know Solid Snake is now played by prolific actor Jack Bauer?
All right. We don't like the storyline. We're getting rid of it. Don't like our finale. Everything involving Happy makes a pain in the ass. Okay, what races? Oh, missing the Japanese Cup. So I can hit the Japanese Cup up, then skip Champions Cup and go for the Arima Kainen. And I can probably get wins in all of those. So we're going to take a shot.
I'm itching to get started. I'm ready to race. I can win. Yeah. Across the board. Wah, 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 wah. I don't think I'm going to get an A rating on this character, but I think a B plus is going to be easy to get. Oguri Cap's here and his number 3 favorite, so she's a threat. Vodka's also here. You gotta stop chasing me around, girl. Simbali Rudolph is here and is rank 6, which is a mistake. Simbali Rudolph is always a problem. Ooh, that's a good animation. We'll watch this one out. That looks solid as hell. This is one of the biggest races in Japan, by the way. It's insane that it's a secondary race for us, but... The Japan Cup. Welcome back, race fans. We're here with the Tokyo Turf 2,400 meters run. Weather condition outside looking great today. Will the trophy remain on home soil or will a foreigner take it home? Third place favorite, Oguri Cap, standing right next to Vodka. Second place, homegrown favorite. And now, Daiwa Scarlet, the holder of the triple tiara. She's the favorite to win. Look at that smug little asshole. She's smiling right at the camera. Nothing personal, kid. First place. Oh, boy, there are people right on top of her, though. Break away, Scarlet. Break away. Ooh, I think there's a hill up ahead. That shouldn't be a problem for us. Simbali Rudolph. Here she comes. Oh, boy, homestretch chase. Oh, Simbali Rudolph is coming. She's coming. I don't think she's going to make it, but she's coming. Oh, shit. And is that Ines Fujin riding right beside her? I think Oguri Cap also hit Triumphant Pulse. Oh, it's going to be really close for second. Oh, Simbali Rudolph got ghosted. Amazing. Obnoxious little shit. You remind me of my cat. All right, second place was winning tickets. Sorry, not Ines Fujin. And then Simbali Rudolph, Oguri Cap. Nice. That's a solid victory up here. All right, what's the song? Special record. Did we do this one yet? Now I feel like I'm talking to chat. Chat, did we do this one yet? Chat? We did. We're skipping it. We're not doing no concert twice. Yes, I'm number 1, the fastest, the strongest, the true number 1. The one who is bigger than the boss. You better have been watching me take the number 1 spot. Well, as long as you understand, make sure you burn the image of the victory into your mind. Yeah. This is victory. This is a victory speech she says almost every time. Oh no, fuck. I raced her 2 times in a row and she got hit with fatigue. No!
Okay, vodka is leaving.
What the heck? You're leaving the dorm. What's going on? That's right. I'm heading overseas. What? Overseas? You're that ninja. Now, Metal Gear. Yep. Call it a warrior's pilgrimage. Sounds pretty cool, right? Time out. Trainer, keep me sane here. Tell me she's being ridiculous. I mean, overseas? And she didn't even discuss it with me first. I'm supposed to be her roommate.
What?
Don't you tell me to calm down. Idiot, dummy, jerk of all jerks.
What she probably said was baka, baka, baka. Oh no, Tokai Teo. I don't want to voice her. I fucking hate this kid. Look at how goddamn obnoxious she seems. Yeah. We're just gonna skip ahead. Everybody hates Tokai Teo. Actually, Lawson loves Tokai Teo. Okay, so we have this obnoxious condition called skin outbreak that causes you to drop mood, which is very bad. It's the first really very bad negative event we've had. So we're gonna fix it, and it was fortunate that we did fix it. And then we're gonna go back to racing the Arima continent. So normally, this race, you have to be invited to. It's a popularity contest poll that gets put out, and then the 16 most popular racers in Japan at the time get invited to it. It is long. It's a 2,500 meter. It's one of the longest races. I think it's one of the top 5 longest races in the game. It's going to be brutal because we haven't raised our guts at all, but somehow it's just hanging in there. I don't really know how, but we're hanging in there. We also have a B rating, which means we're going to suffer a 5% stat loss. So we probably will not win this one. We're just going to place well. This was a mistake to come. It was a mistake to come here. We're going to get annihilated here. We're probably going to place in the top 5, maybe. But first place is off the table, I think. Who's our second place is Simbali Rudolph. We've seen her place quite highly. Ogura Cap, very strong. I don't know why Manhattan Cafe isn't rated that highly. TM Opera is one of Lawson's top favorites, and she's a pain in the ass as well. Gold Ship can always cause problems. Historically, Gold Ship's owner said things like, I don't care if Gold Ship wins. I just care that they race normally, because sometimes they just wandered off the track, or Gold Ship apparently understood what cameras were and would prance over to them and perform for the folks at home. They were an unusually smart and extremely buff and extremely strong horse. And when they retired, the doctors were like, I don't know that this horse has ever actually tried winning. They have way more muscle mass. They should have been winning every single race all the time. They just decided not to. I think because this race is so long, we are going to follow the full race just to watch how poorly it goes for us. We will speed it up a little bit, though. We are in first place. Mayano Top Gun is keeping up with us. Oguri Cap. That's a pretty sick pack directly behind us, but we are breaking away. It would be crazy if we won this. Oh, TM Opera's activating some skills here, catching up. Uh-oh, Red Ace is kicking in. That's pretty early for Red Ace to kick in, but it doesn't matter because it's an acceleration skill, I think. And reaching our maximum acceleration is a good thing. All right, we're now neck and neck with Mayano Top Gun. If she passes us, it's fucking on. There's this chance that we might activate Triumphant Pulse and just dust her. Here comes Simbali Rudolph from the outside, and TM Opera is passing both of them. Simbali Rudolph just activated her ability. She's about to start overrunning the competition. We got Homestretch Haste. We're pulling slightly ahead. Gold Chip coming out of nowhere. Absolute menace. Charging directly behind us. Do we have the power to keep her in the way? Oh, Gold Chip! Kia Bopper pulled past us. I think we managed to get second place. I think we kept Gold Chip from getting past us by pushing her against the rail. Are we number 8? I don't know. This is the only non-first place finish we've ever had. And it was TM Opera at the last second. What a pain in the ass. Gold Chip, what a fucking menace. I hate this song. But for you guys, I'll watch the concert and listen to it with you. And this is also the first concert where we're not going to be center stage. We're going to be to the left, to the right. I just hate all the people in the front that are doing these weird moves where they walk forward and walk backward. Yeah, like right here. What is this? What is this? I'll try not to do commentary. What happened? I don't know. I just fucking died, I guess. Okay, so sorry, we skipped part of the event. I forgot to turn skipping off, but this is New Year's. It only happens twice because you do 3 years. We want to refill our energy bar as much as possible. Obviously, fundamentals is going to give you a stat boost. Technique is going to give you skill points, and nutrition will refill your energy. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Big fat boost to that. G1, not that one. All right, we're already running in the Osaka High. And then we'll schedule ourselves for the Tenno show in spring. All right, let's see here. I don't know whether I want to get a stamina boost or not. I think I do. Because we're starting to run some pretty long races. Oh, I didn't check to see if the Tenno show is a medium or a long. We actually shouldn't run long races with this version of Daiwa Scarlet because we aren't really skilled into it. Let's take a look. Osaka High is medium. Tenno show is long. We're actually not going to do that race then. We'll schedule ourselves in for the Victoria Mile and the one immediately after it. Alright, we'll do that later. Okay, we're gonna speed boost again. If we can get over the 600 line, this is how legacies work. So you've seen that we have sparks and such for our legacy. Oh, Valentine's? Red Ace got the boost because we had 60,000 followers. So at the end of your career, whether you make it all the way to the end of the game or not, you have a chance that's like 50% to get a 1-star spark or a 2-star spark in one of the 5 stats. That's the blue bar that all the racers have. If you get over 600 or something, if your stat is over 600 and it is the one of the 5 stats that's selected, there is a chance that there's a 1% chance, I guess. You should probably go watch a video or read an article specific about it. I believe it's a 1% chance you can get a 3-star spark and a greater chance you'll get a 2-star spark. And then there's a chance you'll get a 1-star spark still as well. And I've gotten 1-star sparks for the last 4 days. It was not great. I got a 2-star spark finally. It's a real pain in the ass. So I had to put a lot of horses out to pasture, if you know what I mean. Let's see here. So if we can get over 600 with several stats, probably it's going to be speed and power and maybe stamina. And then the chance goes up if you go over 900 again. It'll increase to like 2% chance that you'll get a 3-star spark or something like that. You know what? We're actually just going to rest. None of these options are very good. And now we've got some better options.
We've got the power of rainbows on our side.
All right, that's going to give us a C+ ranked power right before we go into a race. Perfect. You always want to try to snatch a last-second statistic boost. Every 50 is the cutoff, so here we go.
All right. We haven't spent any of our skill points because everything sucks.
This isn't bad. It's just not good, is the thing. Because we're spending so much time at the front of the race, it's really unlikely that this will activate, but we have so many skill points, we need to buy something. And if someone gets in our way ahead of time, we'll be able to get enough endurance recovery to try to push past them using our power stat. It's not a good pick, but it's also not a bad pick. I think it's fair to say we're probably going to win this race easily. Some middle reporter doesn't think so. We'll see. We'll watch the upfront stuff. Who to keep an eye on here? Tokai Teo's present and is rated number 2. That's who to keep an eye on for sure. Nice Nature could ruin everybody because she's got the area-wide debuffs. And then Air Groove is number 3. For some reason, Meijuro McQueen is not rated that highly. She is a menace. Air Groove is a menace. Nice Nature could make everyone's day bad. And Tokai Teo is extremely fast.
A G1 race.
Good show, old boy.
Welcome to the Osako High. We're here at the racetrack in Hanshin for another tough race, 2,000 meters. Just a little bit longer than a mile.
この評価は少し不満か ?2 番人気はこの子東海帝王スタンドに押しかけたファンの期待を
Daiwa Scarlet
トリプルティアラの馬娘ダイワスカーレット1番人気です
私が一番期待している馬娘気合い入れてほしいですね
各馬娘ゲートに入って体勢整いました
Excellent. And in the end, we're in first place. Tokai Teo approaching from the outside. Air Groove approaching directly from behind. Super Creek surprisingly far forward. Meijuro McQueen starting to make her move as well. Nice Nature splitting everybody and coming straight down the middle. Doesn't seem to have activated any of her negative abilities. There she go. Nice Nature popping off, or Nice Natty as she's known. Home stretch haste letting us slide ahead of everybody else. Was that Nice Nature in second place? What a witch. somewhere midway through the race, she must have started draining people's stats or some crazy shit like that. I think she has a special ability where she just steals other people's stamina. Not like drain it away. She gets it instead. It's actually crazy. Concert is special record. We've done that one before. I'm glad we don't have to do the metal concert yet. That's actually the worst one. In the words of Jacob Wysocki, somebody blew $80,000 on fireworks for that particular concert for sure. It's just dangerous. There's too many sparks and stuff. It seems like it would be dangerous to be on stage with it. All right, here we got our final set of inspirations. We got corner recovery, which is amazing. If we could somehow swing swinging maestro, that would be great. But corner recovery will be good enough just on its own. Alright, this is FanFest. Sorry, I'll stop this. So this this little shit Curran-chan, who's probably about to join the roster, shows up and tries to steal first place. If you don't have a three bar green relationship with the director, she does win. If you do have the 3-bar green, she wins. Daiwa Scarlet wins, and you get the level up here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And we're gonna go ahead and take corner recovery. So this has a number of chances to activate equal to the number of corners you go around. So because there is no race that does not have at least 2 corners, you're always gonna have at least 2 and possibly as many as 4 chances for this to activate, to just refresh your stamina and make it so that you will start to accelerate later in the race. Sorry, earlier in the race when you get to the end. Let's see here. I don't want to do long races because I'm actually not sorted for them. Yeah, there we go, there we go. I'm already scheduled up. I don't have to worry about it. I solved this problem a while ago. We'll push power for Rainbow. We'll push Rainbow power. For sure, for sure. We have to rest now, though. Alright, she's gonna try to run more, and of course we say no so that the energy bar refills. Yep, okay, there we go. We've got power level 2. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, just a random negative event. It wasn't a specific negative event. Okay, good. Plus 50 is better than the normal plus 30. Alright, we're gonna skip through some of these events. Look at how long this event is. Yikes. Gourmand is normally an excellent skill, but we're not a pace chaser. So, Hydrate is fantastic. It basically always activates, and Gourmand is just the evolved version of it. About halfway through the race, if you are a pace chaser, which we're not, you'll just get a bunch of stamina back. Alright, we're running the Victoria Mile. Rule Britannia, Britannia, rule the waves. Britons never shall be slaves. Meow, 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 meow. Nishino Flowers here isn't rated highly, strangely enough. Sakura Bakshin here, also not rated highly, although that's less of a surprise. She's more of a sprinter. Mihono Bourbon here, actual menace. Oguri Cap here, also a menace. Nobody else, though. Ishi Amazon occasionally shows up out of nowhere, but you can't really rely on that. Wow, this is very fancy looking. It's very posh. Gentleman is very posh. I guess the Victoria Mile sounds better than the Victoria 1600 meter. Oguri Cap. Shivering back and forth, ready to bust out of here. Daiwa Scarlet, Look at that composure. Arms crossed. She feels the emanation of her aura on everyone else.
馬娘気合い入れてほしいですね
There they go.
出走の準備が整いました。今スタートが切られ日本
Skipping ahead. Mihono Bourbon is in the front. Nishino Flower is right beside us. Nishino Flower is actually past us. We're about to go up a hill that might give us a little bit of an advantage because we have strong power. We're waiting for any skills to activate here. Red Ace is not going to activate as long as we aren't in first place, but here we go. Homestretch Haste. Triumphant Pulse pushes us into first place. Red Ace is activating. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, suck it. Wow, Nishino Flower still almost overtook us. What a fucking menace, dude. The game always underrates. The reporters always underrate how strong she is. She's insanely strong, Nishino Flower. All right, good job again. But yeah, the races are getting much tighter now. We're no longer winning by several lengths. Oh, did we do this one yet? We'll take a look. No, we didn't do this one yet. Yeah, we're into the weird part of this concert. There was some weird holographic laser shit going on there. I don't approve of. Yeah, we got our typical I'm number one speech. Oh shit, Super Creek just gave us access to Swinging Maestro. We're 4 skill points short. Son of a bitch. Unbelievable. Now just remember, the more races we do, the less stats we have, and the weaker we become. Oh, shit. So I can only do one race. I basically have to choose between doing Yasudakainen now or Terazuka. I'm gonna do this one now, and then we'll rest instead of doing the Terazuka. Alright, we're still triple everything. Double circles. We got it. I don't think you're ready for the takedown. problem children here today. Grass Wonder. Air Groove. I don't know. Narita Bryan is present, but she has not been performing well in these races. Oguri Cap, always an issue. Mihono Bourbon was actually in front of us. And King Halo's kind of a late starter. She'll show up and kind of be a problem. But I think competing with Mihono Bourbon is really where we're going to be at again. Alright, we're in front of Mihono Bourbon, which isn't a bad place to be, especially if Red Ace kicks in. Oguri Cap coming from the way outside. Hishi Amazon is also much further than we're used to seeing. This is a tight pack. We're going up a hill. Anybody who's not juiced up on power is going to be falling behind here. Grass Wonder is sneaking up in the middle ranks. Homestretch Haste kicks in. Grass Wonder is being left behind. Oguri Cap is activating all of her skills and is catching up. I think we're going to see a battle for second place between Grass Wonder and Oguri Cap. Oguri Cap, second place.
Daiwa Scarlet.
Yeah. Do your dumb turn. Yeah. You're absolutely killing it this run. It's hard to be mad at you, even when you're so stupid. We just watched Instinctive Speed. I'd prefer not to watch it again. And that should give us enough to activate Swinging Maestro. So now there's a much greater chance that that Swinging Maestro is gonna kick in, and it'll give us more stuff back. We are gonna rest to prepare for summer camp. Ooh, we're not ready for summer camp. I'll take it though. If we can get power over 600, that's a good start. So we are gonna have to probably rest here. I'll see if I can sneak by on wits, I suppose. We'll do 2 wits. And then on the on the fourth one, we're gonna try to sneak something. Stamina ain't bad. This is gonna get us over the stamina limit to get us up over 500. Good. All right. Any G1s coming up that I can sneak in? Not likely. Nope. Then we can try to take on any of these, but probably the Queen Elizabeth Cup. We're actually not going to go for Queen Elizabeth because we're going to try to take the Japan Cup for 30,000 fans. It's also, as you know, the biggest race in Japan. So we're going to rest here, and we're entering the final stretch of the game. This is the stuff. We're not going to have a lot of room to alter our stats from here. Alright, so the top one is actually a trap. It gets you a skill that's not very good. If you say, can I have some carrots, you're going to end up earning Breath of Fresh Air, which is not the greatest skill, but it's pretty good. So Breath of Fresh Air recovers endurance on a straight. So a straight away recovery. By unlocking Breath of Fresh Air, we also unlock straight away recovery because it's the first tier of the skill. This will be, you know, like, every race has a straight. So it is going to activate at some point. Unfortunately, sometimes it activates immediately, which isn't as good. But normally it'll activate about halfway through the race or at the end of the race, right when you need tons of stamina, or at the very least, you can use a little top off. Okay. This will not get us to an A-rated speed, but we could sneak in a wits here and get to a C-rated wits. And I think I am gonna... Oh, I could also go for stamina. Huh. Interesting. I think I am gonna do that instead then. So we'll push ourselves up to a B-rated stamina. Oh, I didn't do it? Maybe I didn't. Okay. I don't know what I did wrong. But we still have great stats except for guts, which, again, we barely ever touch. I don't really know how this is being sustained. We're still #1 favorite across the board. I believe we ran the Tenno show last year, so we're gonna skip past all the prelude stuff and cut directly to the end part of the... Oh no, we're starting on the outside and we're late. Oh, Red Ace is kicking in. Wow, incredible timing. Mayano Top Gun right behind us. I believe that's TM Opera behind her. Yes, it is. This is a stacked deck coming out, and Oguri Cap approaching from the outside, starting to charging around everybody else. Homestretch Haste kicking in. Mayano Top Gun not gonna make it. Looks like TM Opera may even dust her. Oguri Cap may be riding in her wind shadow. Here we go. We did it. Sure. Yeah, I get it. You're the best. Alright, I think this is the flaming concert that I don't like. Actually, the worst one. But I'm doing this for you, chat. No, did we do this one already? I think we did. Where is the flaming concert? I mean, not that I want to watch it. I'm just confused why we haven't. Alright. I believe we're out this week, then we're back next week, yeah, and then we're out again and back again. Okay, so if we push speed, we would get power over the edge. It does look like everybody's hanging out on stamina, though. That's 19. I think I am going to go for Guts because it's just the statistically best run here. And it's going to push us over in power. We're running. Unfortunately, the Arima Kainen is a long-range race, and we are B ranked in long, right? So it's pretty likely we're not going to get first place. Gold ship is here. Special week. Isn't actually that highly rated for being a number 3 favorite. Is Vodka here? She is. Then who's the number 2? Oh, it's Sambali Rudolph. Oh no, another late start. Okay, we're in first place already. Coming around the final corner. I can't even see who's behind us. Looks like a bunch of no-names. Sambali Rudolph approaching from the middle column. Air Groove coming in beside her. They are keeping pace with Gold Ship. Looks like Sambali Rudolph's going to try to make a breakaway. Vodka coming from the outside. Hishi Amazon riding on the outside of Vodka. Gold Ship, the only one who has a chance at second place here. Vodka riding Gold Ship. Oh boy, that was almost quite close at the end there. Oh shit. Well, it doesn't matter whether you win by an inch or a mile. You never had me. We did special record before. Yes, you're number 1. My god, we're pushing 3 hours. This was not intended. Alright, we actually have to rest though. We're exhausted. I feel that in real life. Alright. Vodka is leaving the country. She's flying away on an airplane and didn't say goodbye, and the two of these idiots started screaming at each other in an airport like a bunch of normal people. Alright. We still have just enough guts and wit to qualify here. This could be the end of the run, because we have to get first place in a way that we haven't needed so far. And we're going to do this, because this is a long race, we're just going to do it the long way. We're going to watch the whole thing through. I'm gonna sit back and drink a drink, and we'll watch us get demolished. We'll probably have to rerun it a few times using alarm clocks. But you want to get 4 shots before your run dies. So you can go online to see what these race courses look like, both in real life and also what they look like from a top-down view on the racetrack. Is someone join on Discord? Is that Spoon? Yes, hello. Welcome. Swinging Maestro just activated going around a corner, so we just got a stamina boost, which is great because we're way out far in front. And so we have nobody to win resistance off of. We are blowing huge amounts of stamina to remain up there. The trade-off is we don't need as much power when we're in the front because we don't have to burst at the end. We've finally pushed this no-name Zambrak behind us. Zambarak. But here we go. We're about to start the final surge. That's a huge list of name contenders, and Simbali Rudolph is really setting herself up to accelerate. There we go. Here she comes.
Uh-oh.
I mean, she's called the Emperor, you know? All right, we're starting to pull ahead. We need Red Ace to activate for sure. We absolutely need to have it, because if Simbali Rudolph passes us, it may be over. Majoro McQueen is now looking to threaten. Majoro is actually passing Simbali Rudolph is now a threat to us. Oh, Simbali Rudolph activated. She-Home style stretch as well. We're both going. I think we're going to win easily. We're going to pass it. Yep. Wow, that's a top 3, though. It's going to be a good concert if it's a unique song. So, about Simbali Rudolph, what I can say is she is the most popular member of something called the Wife Supremacy. So there were a bunch of fan comics done of what if you were married to each of these girls after their career was over. And Simbali Rudolph is basically the most popular character for that. Which is wild because historically quite male. Yep, we've done Next Frontier. Alright. We're at 400,000 fans. This is one of the highest numbers we've ever had. I broke 500,000 one time. Alright, so we are now in the URA finale. You have to get first place in all 3 races to get the good ending. But now, no matter what happens, we are going to get a normal ending. Alright, so if we boost our stamina over 600, that will put us in a position where we have 3 stats that have a good chance of getting 2 or 3 star. This is a triple rainbow speed 71 swing. I mean, it's hard to say no to that. That's a fucking excellent. So every race that we win from here on out, someone will give us a plus 14 to all stats at the end of it. So if you start winning, you'll keep winning in that regard. We'll take Breath of Fresh Air finally, and now we have multiple stamina restoring. We don't really need the stamina restoring now, but we will need it if we put her in PvP later. Okay, we've finally fallen behind on Guts. Our Guts is no longer good enough, which is fine. We have tons of power and stamina restore to make up for that. We're not here to lose. It's so crazy that I'm number 1 favorite for this whole time, because normally it's like, you're number 6 favorite, and then I get first place, and I'm like, seems like you're not good, not good at math. It is strange to be in a stream and be getting really lucky. Vodka is here. She is placed quite late. Tokai Teo, Actual Menace. Anybody else that's a problem here? Agnes Tachyon, maybe, probably not. Miyano Top Gun is a direct threat to us because she is a front runner and she's very fast. But this race is a little long for her, I think. It's a little bit past her bedtime. It's the URA finale, so I believe these are not real races. I think this is just something the game made up. I'm not sure on the lore of that, though, so don't lock me in on that. We do have a lore smith in chat right now. Okay, here's Agnes Tachyon, Psychopath, Tokai Teo, Mischievous Trickster, and Daiwa Scarlet again emitting aura like she's Piccolo here. I love how they remember that she's the Triple Crown winner. But actually she's the... Oh, we won the Triple Crown. We won the senior year Triple Crown. Nice. We're the Triple Tiara winner and the Triple Crown winner. Absolutely insane run for a horse. All right, Miyano Top Gun is on our ass. That's Tokai Teo on the outside. Even more on the outside. Is that Vodka coming up? We're absolutely dusting Miyano Top Gun, though. She does not have the power to keep up. We're fucking killing everybody here. There's no shot. Vodka past Miyano. Wow. Spin move. Alright. And the song of the day is... Yep, plus 14 to all stats. Perfect. Oh, I guess we don't even get a concert. So, we want that stamina boost right here to push us over 600. This is a 42-point swing, so that's not bad. There's probably no chance that we hit 900 in speed, which is unfortunate, but... Alright. Guts is out, and Wits is now also out, which is bad. We may want to consider boosting our Wits with our... There's only one more period of time to do work with if we win the semifinal. We're still the number 1 favorite, but reporter number 3 has disfavored us quite heavily. Let's see who's at the race today. Which ponies are at the track? What's your bet, Spoon? Who do you think's going to get number 1 in this race? Bunch of no-names down here. Major McQueen. Grass Wonder is often a threat. Even if she doesn't win, she often gets pretty high up on the podium. Major McQueen, very strong. Yes?
It doesn't matter. Daiwa Scarlet's going to be in first place.
Daiwa Scarlet?
She is Ichiban.
Daiwa Scarleto. Silent Suzuka is in this race as well, and historically was an extremely strong horse. So, I don't know. I don't think King Halo has a shot here, but Saiyan Sky is probably going to be pretty far forward. Okay. Let's see how Ichiban we are. Oh, we're pretty Ichiban. Silent Suzuka is on our ass. Major McQueen starting to make a move from the outside. Grass Wonder is riding Major McQueen. Manhattan Cafe is all the way out there, not really doing... I don't think that's Manhattan Cafe. I think I've misnamed them. Grass Wonder is the only person with a chance of catching up to us, and it's not going to happen either. God, this run has been fucking incredible. I might get an A rating out of it. Probably it's just going to be a B+, but yeah. Do your spin. Be happy. All right. Still no concert, huh? If we can win this last one, I think we'll break 500,000 fans. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get the title for, what do you call it? 100% win rate, because I got second place in one of the races. It's very hard to do as many races as I've done and have 100% win rate. So All right, we unlocked rainy days, which normally isn't very good, but if it's raining right now, which it's not, winter, cloudy, firm, and we're at, what race are we at? What race? Oh, Hanshin. Okay, hold on. Winter, cloudy. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's rainy, not cloudy. It's firm, not wet. Man. Yeah. We actually don't have that many choices from here on out. Slightly increase the ability to fight back when passed by another runner on the final corner. I'll take that. I believe we're in medium races right now. Anything that allows us to re-slingshot if we get past is going to be a real winner. We're still out on wits and guts, but we've got the 3 primary skills needed to just force your way through. Okay. Happy Meek is in this race, and she's a fucking issue, alright? Happy Meek is extremely strong. It's so funny because even though her stat line is incredible, she rarely, if ever, gets second place. Very strong. Maruzensky's here. Actual threat. A lot of no-namers here for being the final race, honestly. It's probably going to come down to Hishi Amazon, Special Week, and let's say, generously say Maruzensky would be there, and Happy Meek. Alright, this is the last race, the last intro, the URA finale. Such a weird thing to say, the finale, but there you go. Win or lose, we still get a normal ending. Win here, and we get a great ending. Nothing personal, kid. I'm gonna win this one. We're gonna watch it the whole way through. The final concert song for this track, if we win, is Umamusume, which is basically like an enhanced remix of the first song, Make Debut. So it's pretty good. It also has the really disrespectful thing that Make Debut does, where you race past all the other racers who you just beat on stage during the concert, and you form a chariot of you and the second and third place racers to just run down the aisles. All right, Swinging Maestros kicked in for us. We're picking up a little bit of steam. Maruzensky is actually threatening us for first place, which is insane this far into the race, this early, but Maruzensky is an issue. 12 lengths from the front to the back? Holy shit. Alright, we're jockeying with position with her, which means that we've entered into a challenge. It's checking our power rating. Are we far enough in for Red Ace to be kicking in? Okay. Alright, our acceleration is starting to pick up as a result. Killer Tunes activated. Alright, well, I mean, she's about to blow all her stamina to just pull in front and stay in front. Maruzensky increased her acceleration. Her special skill is also an acceleration base. She's a problem. She's on her ass more than anybody else has been. The camera isn't even on us. We pulled out into the final. Tamamo Cross coming down the center. Happy Meek coming around the outside. Looks like she's in 6th or 7th place. Homestretch Haste has it activated constantly for us every single time. Breath of Fresh Air kicking in for the first time we've ever seen. Easy clap. That's probably 1.5 lengths past everybody else.
I told you, man.
4 lengths?
Ichiban.
Ichiban, you understand.
You understand.
All right. We're now 3 hours in, and we've completed 1 run. I was hoping to get 2 or 3 runs done in 2 hours. I forgot about not skipping 90% of dialogue. All right, we're doing Umamusume Legend. Prepare yourself. He is fucking nerdy as shit. I love that there's people who are just trapped in the center of a U-shaped stage around them. How did they get there?
they've been there since they built the stage around them.
All right, we're getting past the bad part of the song. Here comes the good part. All this jibber jabber. Get to the singing. Here comes the disrespect. Running past everyone you just beat at a race. I forget if this is the one that uses $5,000 in confetti. Yep, there it is. Not bad. That's a solid number 2 concert. I'll buy it. All right, blah, 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 blah. That's Happy Me. She got her ass beat. Nope. I hate her. She's a psychopath. We're skipping past her. All right, this is the director. She's going to give us a whole bunch of stuff, which includes like plus 15 and everything because we get her fan. Yeah. Do you want to know more about the story, guys? Play the game yourself. Plus 15 and everything, and 50 skill points, which we can't spend because we don't have any skills. We've bought all of the good ones. All right, I'm going for the David Hayter voice one last time.
In magnificent fashion, Daiwa Scarlet has shown the world that she's the #1 Umamusume in the Twinkle series. Now, as the crucial first 3 years of her career come to a close, the next step in her journey begins. I'm in my room, reflecting on everything that's happened when suddenly... Well, look who's lazing around. Of course. Are you really that surprised? What are you staring off into space for? Don't get all sentimental on me now. Good grief, and you call yourself my trainer. Come on, we're leaving. Where do you think? To somewhere worthy of the #1 Umamusume. No way. Sold out again? Ugh. This is all because you took so long getting ready, trainer. And they just got the new seasonal handbag in, too. Heh. What else? All this time, I've been putting off a load of important stuff. But today, the sky's the limit, because I've finally earned myself a break. But of course, come on. Let's keep hitting the stores. I wind up being dragged along Daiwa Scarlet's shopping spree. No, that belt doesn't look good on you either. Here, go try something else on. Hey, if you've got time to lean, you've got time to clean. Now, stop wasting my precious time. Hold on. There's a Spice Girls reference I can make just as soon as I remember the lyrics. I'm kind of tired. So don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together, and we'll be just fine. I swear this was 3 times more exhausting than usual. But thanks to all that, you're looking 3 times more stylish. She's right. Thanks to her efforts, my whole outfit is on fleek. Someone had to do it. Now, what's next? An airplane. In the night sky. It's like a shooting star. I hope she's putting her best foot forward over there. Of course, who else? It's Vodka. Her frenemy. My #1 rival, the coolest of them all. I can't believe she's going overseas. I thought in order to go overseas, you had to win.
Hey, Skullmeat, how's it going?
Hey, trainer. What if, and this is just a what if, okay? But what if I said I wanted to go overseas? Would you come with me? I'd make you the #1 Umamusume in the world.
She already is, though. I mean, she literally just won the URA finales.
I didn't even get to that part yet, idiot. Baka. But I mean, it figures you'd say that. Of course you'd come with me. Well, that's about the long and short of it. Now, you see what my trainer's like. How's that for a scoop, Miss Otonashi?
What? The sociopathic reporter's here? Yeah, I fucking hate her. Yeah. I mean, obviously this whole thing's been a setup by Daiwa Scarlet to have us secretly been recorded. Not very cool of her. Daiwa Scarlet, you may have made it to be #1, but you really fell at the finish line, is all I'm gonna say here. Oh my god, I have so many skill points and nothing to spend them on. Alright, corner acceleration isn't bad, especially for a character who's acceleration pilled like this. We'll probably end up picking like wet conditions or something. The remaining skill points will be lost. We have A, B, B+, C, C. 533,000 fans. I think that's the new record for me. That's big. All right. Complete a career run with... Oh, we got an A rank. All right, this is the strongest Daiwa Scarlet I've ever raised as a result.
Nice.
And it's still a 1-star wit. Absolutely fucking useless. So many skills, almost all of her skills activated, 4 extremely strong. Is this the entire... Oh, not Osaka High. No, but 2 of the Japanese Oaks are on here. The Takarurazuka Kainen is on here as well. Osaka High, which is the race you race after the Triple Tiara. Unbelievable. Still a 1-star wit. I'm fucking cursed, man. How do you like that, Slight Quills? You literally watched a fucking legendary A-class run with 20 G1 wins. Well, 19 G1 wins and 1 G1 second place. And still, I fucking stumble at the last second with a 1-star wit spark. Alright, I did end up earning Miss Perfect, though, which is excellent. Wow, that's significantly better. Okay. Alright. 21 races, 21 wins. I got Miss Perfect, which is receive inspiration from a legacy Umamusume, so that's one of the 2 parents, who won the Satsuki Show. So basically aimed for the Triple Crown. I'm sorry, the Triple Tiara. Then I also won 10 graded races, which includes the Triple Tiara and the Queen Elizabeth II Cup, and placed top 2 in all races. Or I can choose fan favorite. I think Miss Perfect is the better one. I mean, it's very difficult to get this. But because it specifically is races that Daiwa Scarlet has to run, she's one of the most likely characters to earn it. Man, fan favorite, though. Nice. Yeah, I get you, Slayquills. I get you. It's been fucking rough. 533,000. Nice. All right, so all those epitaphs that I earned end up becoming event reward points, which is nice because I fucking worked hard for them. I put in 3 hours and 11 minutes worth of time. We are gonna see if we can swap our current Daiwa Scarlet. Is the new Daiwa Scarlet a mile runner? Yep, and she's about 1,000 points better. I'll do it. Gonna reorganize our team. We are gonna do... How many multiplayer races do I have? 4? We're just gonna shoot through those real quick. Show you how it's done. Now you can individually watch all these through. I'm not going to though. It's super late. And I wouldn't anyway. So we're going to choose the weakest team, a team that's slightly worse than us, and we're going to try to face down. These are all veteran Umamusumes on both of our sides, so these are all people that we've completed careers with, and then locked into our race team to basically fight each other in PvP battles. I am going to boost the mood, because my racers are not looking good. There's a lot of down arrows here. So I'm just going to make us all top off our engines before we get started. You can see that we have 3 top competitors. They get 3 top competitors. Then the rest of the race will be filled out with just like random people. They can win. They're unlikely to win, but they can win and force both sides into a draw. We're just going to auto-resolve. Gold Ship won and is doing her unique Gold Ship stance. This is... The horse Gold Ship could actually do this stance in real life, fully on its back hooves, standing up, doing the front paws thing. This is real. There are pictures and video of it. Gold Ship is a weird horse. All right, that's Vodka, and Vodka won, which is excellent. Every time you win, you get bonus score, so you really want to win a bunch of times in a row. If you win at least 3 times out of the 5 races, you basically ensured that you will win overall. This is the dirt tracks. Dirt is a really difficult competition because there's only 1 or 2 people who dirt race naturally. Haru Urawa, the little pink-haired girl on both sides here, is the only natural dirt racer that I know of. I got Taiki Shuttle a boost in her dirt. And Oguri Cap, who's normally my strongest, that's the only A I had until Daiwa Scarlet right there, I think. I should be racing her in literally any other position, but I accidentally made one that had good dirt, so yeah. I mean, Oguri Cap's strong as fuck. I say that right as she actually loses. I love this distribution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10th. Ah, that's Sakura Bakushin. That's my dumb granddaughter. She's very stupid. And she also lost. But it doesn't matter because we won at least 3 races. So overall, we're taking home a PvP win, which earns us a ton of bond points. Especially anybody that won their individual race gets a first place tag. So they get more points than normal. And the MVP, the best racer on your side, gets another set of extra points. Spoon, thanks for joining me tonight here at the end.
Yeah.
Do you have any Umamusume questions for me? I'm so glad you asked what's my Umamusume trainer code in case people wanted to friend me in this game. What an astute question you asked.
Umamusume trainer code.
Thank you. I'm so glad you asked it. My trainer code is, I'll show it on the screen in a second. It is 852-030-581-537. You can pause the game right now, pause the video, and get the trainer code, or you can look for it on Discord, if on our AP Gaming Real Discord, by just searching trainer code. And you should see mine and several other people, basically Lawson and Dragon of Atlantis. James played for like an hour, and Soundwave played for a day. Any other questions that I don't have to prompt you for, just to say what I wanted to say, Spoon?
Who's your favorite Umamusume?
Oguri Cap.
Oguri Cap.
That is
Nice.
this. That's her right here. So Oguri Cap is so this game gives people inspiration points and like strong events based on if somebody is like a parent-child relationship or grandparent-grandchild, if they were rivals in real life, that sort of thing. Oguri Cap is related to almost everybody. They are the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon of Umamusume, so they're considered to be a top parent. I've gotten rid of like 5 Oguri Caps today, and you could still see that out of my roster, there's still a ton of fucking Oguri Caps. I mean,
Yeah.
I just run Oguri Cap all the time because if you get a really solid one, they're a great parent as well. I am going to lock this Daiwa Scarlet from being deleted, but she's not a good parent. She's just a really good racer. That 1-star is really dragging her down. Oh god, she's only a 5-star overall. She's a horrible parent. Absolutely terrible. Amazing racehorse though. Never gonna let her be a legacy with anybody. Any other oh wait, who's your favorite so far?
It's Daiwa Scarlet's.
Is Daiwa Scarlet? You like the Daiska Rocket?
I also like what's that? Mejiro McQueen.
Mejiro McQueen. That is
Mejiro McQueen. And
Lawson's waifu.
the Top Gun.
Mayano Top Gun.
Just for their names and like the Top Gun's like look.
All right, just to be clear, Top Gun is super questionable. We'll talk later about that.
Okay. I just like
right. You like the fighter pilot, you know, look like you're about to get on a motorcycle, commit some sort of federal offense on a U.S. airbase.
Yeah, by driving down the runway.
Yeah. Do I have Mayano Top Gun here? Did I delete my copy of her? That would make sense though, because I fucking hate her. I could have sworn I left 1 copy of all of my top racers though. I don't have Mejiro McQueen, so I can't show her to you. I only have her card, unfortunately. But that is Lawson's waifu, is Mejiro McQueen. She's very, very strong. She is the top ace, as you can see here. But unfortunately, I can't get her to level 40 and 45 because I don't have enough copies of her card. So there's not really any point to investing in leveling her without that. Where's that Mayano Top Gun? More like Menace Top Gun. You should know that Mayano Top Gun, they had her voice actor use a VTuber copy of Mayano Top Gun to sing Highway to the Danger Zone. I'll get a copy of it for you. Actual menaces, the voice actresses in this game. All right, audience at home, get the fuck out of here. This stream went about an hour and a half to 2 hours longer than I thought I would.